If I recall correctly, last time you cleared out a couple of spaces, and they
Yep,
decided it was time for a big old nap. You got an incremental advance. You found a few things. Is there anything that I missed?
Don't think so.
You've taken your big naps off aside. The rumors abound on how the Crown of Axis is planning to open soon.
Link is not freak.
There are, of course, all kinds of mentions of all kinds of nobles who will attend, including the fact that man, that's great. Including the fact that the Jade Fortress will be personally providing the security for the place. The whole situation is tense and exciting. All right. Is there anything you want to do before you go back down into the bowels of the earth?
I was gonna say the.
Oh wait,
That might
shit!
be
I
the
just
new
remembered
rank.
something. Okay, cool. My brain just remembered. I gotta. There's a thing I gotta do, or you can't log in. That was my bad. I completely forgot about that part. See, I'm tired. Who was that? You know, that's not as bad as Claire's sneezes, but hey,
How's a cough?
it's pretty cute. Anyway. Okay, if I did it correctly, any moment now it should be like, oh, your IP matches.
There it is. It's time for me to bam.
Bam, bam. Bubba.
Yes. Wait first.
Marvelous. Honestly, don't know why that map they gave has the things done in so many people with PDFs. Put like a layer in between. Anyway, you can easily enough maneuver your way back down. There are, however, clear signs that, well, the corpses have been taken care of. Those have been cleared out by the staff. There's also a clear sign that some of the staff may have triggered some traps that have been set up afterwards. Little bells on strings, fired crossbows. It seems that your activities here are not taken for granted.
Well, that's just downright rude.
But it's nice to learn we have a staff working behind us.
In a sense, yes. All right, you can make it to D easily enough, but from there, you must pick a new direction to go to. What new scary hall will you be exploring today? And don't forget,
We're going south right.
don't forget that you saved a nice gentleman last time.
Nice.
Pat yourself on the back for that one. You want to go south?
The annoying lizard person. I think. I. Should we head to I?
Yep. So I seems like the better option for very real reasons and not just because I like going down.
Let's take a look. See. Ooh. Weird. Why that? Someone the. Oh. Oh. Oh, that one's on me. Okay, we'll just roll with that. Soon enough, you. Why are there two things on this map? Ugh. Oh, yeah, because I was putting down tiles. So funnily enough, this thing does save, like, copy pastes in different directions depending on what you're doing. So if you're copy pasting a tile, it will do that separately from copy pasting text. So if you copy some text and then click off the box with the text in it back onto the canvas and then use Control V, it copies whatever you've been copying image-wise last. And it's very weird. Messes with my head that you can have two things like that. Anyway, your journey through this place takes you to a location that smells of dried blood, mold, old bloody bandages in the corners, moths clouding around eaten aprons, tables and gurneys and more. This smells of the eye infirmary. There is also, however, another smell that hangs in the air. Oh, by the way, new session. That means please re-roll all your relationship
Yeah.
dice.
Um,
But 6 and a 5.
Delightful.
Oh, that's actually better than last time.
Marvelous.
yeah, got that. 5 on the high druid.
Okay, let's see. There's also a very stinky smell in the air. And peering around the corner, you see several torches held by humanoid figures. There.
Hmm.
How many are there? Not many.
Oh.
They look almost reptilian and exude a strange smell. Each of them wears this metal clasp that has been bound to much of their forearm,
Frogs.
engraved with abstract designs that seem to writhe as you gaze upon them. They are distracted with turning over the corpses and items that remain, looking for a treasure of their own.
Well, I'd leave them alone, but this is the property of the arena, so just you steal, you get cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are hired to clean these tunnels anyway.
Taking a closer
Hmm.
look, these creatures are slobbering at the mouths and have a strange, mad gaze in their eyes. They are probably not in a talking mood.
Hmm.
Could still attempt talking, in worst case scenario, bashy bash.
Worst case scenario, they call you a nerd.
Yeah.
And I'll call them dorks and then bash their heads in. It's as simple as that.
Ooh. I have
Okay, well, I want to give a full warning first before we shoot.
God dang it, I can't stand how cute this kobold is. I just can't.
Hmm?
Look at him. Look, they're having a delicious donut.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Good donut.
so what's the plan, Kateem?
We're going to Kerblam. I was gonna say just call out to them, try to threaten them to leave, or else, well, they're intruders, and according to the laws of the land, intruders are completely allowed to be met with lethal force.
Hmm.
Such is the way of the Empire. Law and order shall not be thwarted.
Okay then.
You pop around the corner to state your demands, Corian. They
Halt! In the name of the Emperor, leave this place immediately.
you should have brought a written eviction notice. It would have given some credibility to your actions.
Well, I don't care if they think it's credible or not, because I'll still do it anyways.
The creatures ahead of you turn their heads. Their eyes glow with strange energy, and the gold armbands they wear, too, emit light.
Hmm.
Before they suddenly open their jaws wide, let out a very shrill screech, and descend upon you with their clubs and javelins.
Yeah, I don't think these troglodytes are,
Yeah, they might not even be alive yet, so anymore. So
I,
let's just
I love the concept of alive yet. They need a hot minute to get that blood flowing. It's been stagnant for days. Quarian, as you were the first to step out, you're also the first to respond, it seems.
well,
Man,
I
pulled it.
the best course of action is obviously to go up front, get hit over and over again while I try to stay alive. A classic.
An excellent plan.
That should be a good good spot to interrupt. And a nice good old swing and a mace.
As
I
you
see
get
my luck is still very good.
as you get very close to these creatures, you become aware of the fact that the stench they exude is not just like a little stinky. It actively impedes your ability to function. At the end of each of your turns, you are entitled to a save. However, once you succeed, you are resistant to the stench for the rest of the battle. But for until then, you take a -3. So that's actually a 10. The smell is just that bad. It's like taking a whiff, like a direct whiff of ammonia.
That's not too bad a smell.
As someone who's
Amazing.
done it, it's if
It's
you're not
horrible.
ready for it, it hits you. Don't forget, you still do your level in damage. It might just be 1, but I've always yelled about how 1 damage can make all the difference.
Thank
Dwarf.
heavens for that.
Your dwarven nose is actually more resistance. You will only take a -1 when you're engaged with these creatures.
Amazing.
To be specific, elves have it the worst, as do gnolls and gnomes.
Mm.
The majority have -3. Half orcs and draconics, the big boys, they'll take -2. Dwarves are -1. And if you're a forgeborn or like a robot, I guess nothing because you don't smell. But what do you do, Mr. Dwarf? What is your engagement? Your ally has engaged. You watch them flinch from the smell. Oh yeah, can you roll me a basic save? Quarian, at the top.
Which
The 11 plus, please. Okay, cool.
Just-
Still effective.
just the surprise of the one.
Back to golf.
Well, as for myself, I'm going to rush in to stand side by side with Quarian.
Heroic and brave, and blocking the way but to the back. You stand beside a gurney and position yourself as a barricade.
And I'm going to attack if I can.
You can, so you may. Oof. You would have hit if it wasn't for that -1. Their armor class is 18. Unfortunately, the smell is so bad that you flinch at the worst possible time. He catches your attack with his club and pushes it to the side. Now it's their turns.
Do I roll a save too?
Yes, please. You steel yourself and endure the smell when it lasts. You are no longer affected by it. But it already got its mileage out of it, so who cares? Well, this guy will stay in the back for now. How about that? I'll take out a nifty little javelin and hurl it at Quarian, the one who is the loudest of all. Oh, let me make that public because you have a right to see these details. Quarian is hit. Ah! The heavy javelin is set with a stone bone tip. This guy heaves over his head his club, engaging in a flurry of blows, hoping to get one cheap shot in on the dwarf. Oh, whoops. That was a 20, so that actually hits. I love that their stink bonus is their misdamage. Such a fun thing. Iambic Pentacular. They are engaged with your allies, who seem ineffective, yet they seem to be most powerful. You must turn the tide as ever, such is the job of all wizards.
I think it smells like ammonia is one thing, but have you ever smelled butyric acid?
No.
That's the. Yeah, it's horrible stuff. At least in its pure form. Ugh.
I think it was bionic acid that was the smell so bad it actually made people pass out.
Bionical acid.
Okay. Is there a way to target? Oh, yep, I can target.
I think you can alt-click to target, yes.
Yeah, and there's also the select targets thing of the thing. Anyway,
too.
closest guy gets ray of frost at it.
Sure.
Oh.
Good start.
That is a significant success. The ray dances from your fingertip and strikes the creature, blasting away much of what keeps him alive. He stumbles and flinches. What an incredible blow.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think I'll.
If it ain't broke, I'll break it.
The wizard has created an opening, which you immediately fail to exploit because you are currently heavily affected by the smell.
It's hard to swing when you're also holding your nose closed.
Give me another save. Let's see how it goes.
I can't even call out to people because it's too stinky.
I mean, you can, but you'll have to inhale it. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah, just took a little while to get used to the smell of it all.
You're so frustrated at how you missed that you bite through the smell. Gulf him. Perhaps you can exploit the opening created by the wizard.
I hope so.
Nope. These troglodytes have little difficulty keeping you at bay.
I'm still going to use my blessing to recover a little HP.
Oh my. Oh my. 3 entire hit points.
Hey, it's something.
Seeing the wizard in the back, the trog aims through the busy hallway, past all of the closets and more, and hurls the sharpened bone javelin. Yet, streaking through the darkness, it misses. The creature has gone into a frenzy. It swings its club left. It swings its club right. An onslaught of blows. Until eventually he hits Quarian.
I'm actually fine with this. Just a little bit of damage, you know?
Iambic
Just...
Pentacular. A javelin has been flung your direction after your blue light shone up the hallway. What move will you make as the smell tickles the fringes of your nostrils?
Indeed. Probably these are the only 2 guys we see here.
So far, they're the only ones who've engaged with you, yes.
Is it time for a color spray?
Yeah. Just mix it.
Color spray!
Why is it different color than the others?
They're colored based on their recharge rate.
Hmm.
So, as you can see, dailies are blue, per battles are red, ad wills are green, cantrips are other, so they're purple.
Alright. Well, targets 2 nearby enemies in a group.
Well, 8 damage is exactly what you needed. You remember what I said? Those 1 damages add up. The closest troglodyte bites the dust. The other one, however, is unaffected. A 12 is not sufficient. They have pretty... Well, they have a 13. It's enough.
Yeah. Drop one of them.
Quarian. The one in front of you falls backwards as lights dance in his eyes.
Well,
Colors one behind you.
if this one's done, may as well start softening up the other one for the wizard.
Yeah! I'll get command points at some point. This is
One of these days.
honestly, you might benefit from picking up that one power you can have where you can... Or is it a talent? Oh, that's a hell of a lot more expensive. It's a talent. There's one that's like a quick action you can use that lets you kind of look around, make a roll, and you can... Ooh, that's a solid blow. Well, who needs it? You just got 2 command points.
That's what I'm talking about. Now I can help.
You set yourself up for a strategic intervention. Golf him.
I'm jumping over the dead body
The death of the ally did not dissuade this creature from its assault.
and swing at it.
Unfortunately, he read the Pathfinder 2 ebook of fighting to the death. I may be a bank robber who's doing this to survive, but I will fight to the death for 5 silver.
And on the things, I add 3 damage and recharge my powers.
It's such a cool move. You re-invoke the spirits, casting curse upon this fiend and regaining your spiritual strength. As
Learn this with me.
As it surges through you, however, such haughtiness, such trust in the spirits may yet come to betray you. It does not. Your defenses remain high, and the creature whiffs against you. You are not affected by the spin, so he does not do misdamage. Iambic Pentacula. Perhaps you can show the class another spectacular blow.
Do damage, you're the only one who can.
I'll try to freeze them. Maybe that'll lessen the stench.
I mean, once you level up and you get an extra die damage on all your melee hits, you're gonna be singing a different tune. Marvelous blow, marvelous. But he's still standing, staggered, on his back foot. But somehow, this creature refuses to yield to its injuries, to the shards of ice, the deep cuts and bruises. Quarian.
It's not very smart.
Not very smart. Well, let's make it less smart. Well, knock the noggin usually does make them a little stupider.
Like, is this Epistory? The Typing Chronicles? Someone just got me a gift on Steam.
Well, I'm very good at this.
You know what they say. I don't.
All toasters toast toast.
Marvelous. Go from Quarian can't catch a break. I guess the smell is sort of lingering around their head, or maybe it's the cold
Just
climate of the
leching
dungeons.
every time I swing.
In the end.
I'm going for the simple tactic. And it simply doesn't work.
Oh, well, one damage is one damage. You know what they say. The creature's relentless fury yet continues. It descends upon Golfim and whiffs. It seems poor luck goes to all sides. Except for Iambic, who's just continuously delivering.
Yep.
He's a luck thief.
No, it's just how wizards work, I guess.
I'll get him arrested for this.
Unfortunately, troglodytes are especially durable creatures. You will need to hit better than that.
Okay, gave it a little bit of frostburn.
It takes a little. Just you wear him down in 4 more turns at this rate.
Why won't you die?
Because he's a tough and durable opponent who waves aside every single blow, covered in blood, but it does not yield. Quarian.
He's our greatest foe yet.
I will keep swinging until it works.
And then you will, once it does, you're just gonna sit in the corner and never mention it again. See, you just gotta persevere. You get 3 command points.
I'm capped out, so I think.
I don't know if you have a maximum.
It's not. Well, at least if you start swinging, I can just make you re-roll over and over now.
Go for him. He has your back. You just need 4 damage.
I'm tired of this, so I'm going to use a spark instead.
Brrrp.
Calling from the connection I have with mountains.
Very heroic. Very heroic. And does the job. You unleash a spark of the nearby area. Static electricity builds between the bones and cloth until it zaps him unceremoniously in the back. The creature tumbles to the ground and you are left with the silence of the room.
Any like holes we can make to get some fresh air in here before this place just becomes unlivable from the sheer stench? Just I'm kind of worried about the workers. If we're struggling to breathe here, it's probably really bad for people that aren't used to it.
Ah, they can toughen it up.
Yeah,
I
true.
could do a quick look around for any aromatics in here. I can dump on the corpses.
I mean, this place doesn't smell that great, but I'm sure you can find some medicine that smells better comparatively.
Well, like,
Just douse them in pure ethanol.
it's like, what kind of level of medicine are we? Like, are we still believing in the miasma over here? So they
I
might.
think what I have, from what I understand, it's actually quite sophisticated. Like, if you get injured in the gladiatory arena, they'll magically put your arms back together, so.
And that's magic.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is. I imagine that good smelling stuff is just standard fare, if only because, people sit in bed all day, getting smellier.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe there's no point staying around the ugly corpses.
Yeah. Probably should just move on. I'm not even going to look over the bodies. I just don't want to be around them anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe just shout, is there anyone else wanting a good smiting?
No one answers your call.
Guess not.
Yeah, just a quick rummage through the place. Holding our noses.
So, smart people, where do we go next?
Other than the gold bracers on the
Hey,
troglodytes,
don't
there
look
isn't
at
much.
me.
Oh, wait. I just remember there is something in this room.
Is that about the gold bracers?
Well, the troglodytes are wearing those glowing gold bracers.
Oh.
And more importantly, there are 3 remaining potent healing potions around.
Well, 1 each. Perfect.
1 each.
Might come useful in a later situation.
So just, you can click the quantity in the loot and it just immediately increments it. Right-clicking decrements it. In case you wanted to know.
We have.
Mm.
Okay, so they are healing potions.
Yes, conventional ones.
Alright. 2 of those now.
All
And
right.
I guess while
Alright.
holding up rack to my nose, take a look at those bracers that the troglodytes are wearing.
They exude an unholy aura, malevolent. The patterns upon them writhe as you gaze upon them.
Doesn't seem very good.
Yeah. Why are they wearing these? Can I make any head or tails what these might do?
Certainly. Let's take a look-see. That would probably be an intelligence check. And let's say that your background of ancient mystic applies.
Intelligence.
A mystic as yourself should be well accustomed to such fey magic. Is it fey magic though? I don't know. Oh man, I'll think about it right now. Let's take a look-see at the results. I'm at the wrong page tab here. 20. Just unwilling to roll low on those checks, huh? Just refusing to let me laugh at your misfortunes. Let's take a look-see. Anyone who wears these will almost certainly begin to... Well, they're filled with a level of magic. That much is, like, immediately obvious. But there's connection to them, and touching them, and channeling your inner wizard. You see that if you wear these for too long, you almost certainly begin to have visions in your dreams of a strange, wondrous, glittering city deep in the underworld. In addition, the bracelet makes your head spin as if you belong in that place, and no longer on the surface. These troglodytes were almost certainly not in charge of their own mental faculties. And if you're wondering, unless you're willing to look for some very unscrupulous buyers, you will almost certainly find no one willing to purchase these items despite them being made out of gold. This is cursed gold now.
Alright, well. There's some heavily cursed armbands.
If you ever want to know what it's like to live all your lives underground, you can take them. Wear them.
Maybe another day. You guys have fun with that stuff. I'm happy where I am right now.
Oh, somebody invented VR technology a bit too early.
Delightful. Well, there's still plenty more to go through. J, the direction of J smells like, well, there's got to be a toilet somewhere around here.
I
You know what?
guess. Oh, I grabbed
Let's
those.
let's go for the toilet before our sense of smell recovers.
What were you doing, Belmore?
I grabbed those armbands. Can't leave these lying around.
What a responsible boy. Don't leave your nuclear waste lying around.
Yeah. Because if we leave them around and the cleaners come around, they might just grab them and be cursed. That's no good.
Just wrap their big hands. I thought I set up the I did. It's just that for some reason. Let's take a look. See. No. All right, to the toilets, was it? Just gonna do some basic plumbing.
Oh, if...
I don't know. My common sense tells me to not go towards the smell of poop, but what do I know?
I mean, you just have to give a quick look and make sure that nothing is hiding out here, like a shambler or something.
Yeah. Or one of those. I never know how to pronounce them. Otigu?
The thingamajigs and
Otiuk, I think, is
thingamabobs.
something, right? Anyway, I think
Yeah.
Pathfinder really likes using that monster.
Yeah. The copy cheater.
Let's see if I can. OT. Otyuk. Otyugh. Very funny name. I'll give him that much. Alright, you quickly scoot on over to J. The J stands for Joylets. They're jeans toilets. Don't ask me how that works.
Mm.
It's about what toilets are of the time. If you don't have any sewage, I mean, this place is ancient, so logically, no one's gonna take the time to build in fresh sewer systems if they have any. So it's mostly just like one of those Roman arrangements. A long bench, holes in it. It smells about as you'd expect it to. There doesn't seem to be anything of worth here.
All right, no threats, nothing of worth. Let's just go because
Now, before you go,
I-
I do want to tell you one thing, and it's mostly just something that's written in the document. So every one of these rooms has like a little like this is what's in the room. Under the treasure section, if there's a PC in your party that considers anything in here treasure, never tell us about them. We don't want to know. It's gonna be
you
one hell.
you never know what PCs might be into.
That, of course, Belmore can actually find me a joylet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no!
What?
Why would you do this?
what's that, dear? You've barely touched your cereal with your your spoon. You make your way down to Area G, the backstage area. These are sections where gladiators would like warm themselves up before they go outside and have some fun.
Ah, yes, G stands for Gag Stage.
Exactly, this guy gets it. What do you stumble across? Ooh. This area is utterly slathered in spiderwebs. Gotta turn the lights off. There we go. This area is utterly slathered in spiderwebs.
Mm.
Spiders, that's actually much nicer than the last one.
Do they look like regular spider webs or
Yes, you
happen?
recognize them.
These
What
are
happened?
big spiderwebs.
Right.
Other than that, this area is about what you'd expect for a backstage area. It's a large, musty workspace filled with ropes, levers, pulleys, wheels, and other mechanical contraptions, as well as barrels that smell of oil.
Hmm.
And there's, of course, you know how in theaters they have like all these wooden panels that resemble like trees and buildings? Those are also here.
Nice.
Oh,
Is it in
uh,
good enough state or?
So to put it specifically, this chamber is used for filling the arena with water for sea battles, or to raise up scenery so that dynamic environments. It's all fun.
That is
Hmm.
one fancy arena. I know I was looking forward to seeing the
Yeah.
show there, but seeing all this stuff actually makes it better.
Always put on a good show.
Should probably still look around, make sure, you know, the spiders aren't giant mega spiders or something like that.
Yeah, and on that note, do you want me to try and maybe set the webs on fire, or do we actually want to go through here? And,
Eh, we
I
can go
mean,
through. Worst case scenario, just cut down whoever gets stuck.
hmm.
we
Yeah,
already cleansed something with fire. Maybe we should try something else now.
Fair enough. Saying,
Delightful.
though, of course, it might light everything on fire if there's sufficient
Yeah,
webs.
and there's a lot of very pretty scenery here that you might not want to get burnt.
Hmm. Yeah. would get us yelled at. So okay.
But I can imagine imagine the scene if you burn all the spider webs, the smoke coming out of the grates in the arena.
Yeah, that'll be a hell of a thing to explain.
Yeah, I saw a spider, so I burned down everything I saw.
We're gonna have to buy some new scenery.
Saw some spiders. Decided to nuke the place from orbit.
We technically burnt down 5 buildings and 6 hillsides.
Yeah.
But it was
Spider.
worth it because there were spiders.
As you sit around lollygagging, thinking over what you're going to do, gazing down the place where cocoons settle in, from the dark shoots flick, flick, a string of web at your wizard.
Ah,
Watch out,
Not the
wizard.
wizard. He's the one that can
Wizard.
actually hit things.
The wizard and Gotham are both grounded to the ground.
Uh,
And Gotham is dazed, which means his attacks are reduced by 4 until the end of the spider's next turn, as they are both captured and stuck in place, unable to move from their position. The spider's feet make ticky-tick sounds as they click against the walls. Their fangs are outwards. Gotham, you are stuck in place. You are far from the spiders, but you have the initiative. You may spend it as you wish.
you could try shooting.
Yes, but I'm thinking maybe this is a good time for a big spell.
Big spell?
Big spell for big spider.
I'm but I have penalty on attack.
Whoops. I forgot to set the spider's initiative values, but it doesn't actually help them.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to try to use an inevitable collapse,
That sounds very fancy.
which is my daily spell on this spider.
Show me what you can conjure forth. Ooh. Well, still 5 ongoing damage, you know. Who knows how that lasts? The target
she-
can't
I
start.
should-
And she can't save against it.
Oh god,
it's 2 command points.
reduce defenses. Which one of these is ongoing damage? There we go. 5.
Sounds like property damage.
I know I set up the spiders right. I'm not an idiot. Yeah. Supposed to have 36 hit points. Let me just really fast fix that one up. How did I not? Well, the hit points are in a weird spot. They're like the weirdest value to adjust. And the initiative's also in a goofy place. Alright. Alright. Point is, the spider is slowly but surely, inevitably collapsing. Iambic Pentacular.
Okay. Oh,
Oh wow, it actually includes dazed in your calculations. That's cool. You would have hit if you weren't dazed.
not like that at all. Web in place. Ugh.
You should have your color spray back, technically. It's for battle.
Yeah. But let's see how tough they are. Blasting this one.
You completely crystallize a beautiful structure of webbing. It looks pretty, but it's not what you need. Corian, what will you employ in this situation?
Well, cutting them out would be smart. But then I have to pull out a dagger or something from my backpack because I'm not going to cut them out with a mace. So I can at least probably just run in and hold one in place.
Ooh.
Maybe this one would be better, considering it's closer to Iambic.
Yes. Keep the wizard safe.
Keep the wizard safe. Prime directive activated.
The other one is doomed.
All the webbing catch and trap you. Unfortunately, a miss. the spider breaks off from your position, provoking an opportunity attack as it just goes forward for the wizard.
Oh.
A single, simple-minded creature. Luck does not favor the bold.
It never does.
The spider descends upon
1
you.
damage.
Iambic. Oh.
Ooh.
To be fair, your AC is already pretty bad. But hey!
Yeah.
Poison enters your system. The attack is an even hit. But you are not... You are stuck. So you do in fact take 7 total ongoing poison damage.
Ah.
The poison will soon begin wreaking havoc. This creature, very confused at the fact that it is inevitably going to collapse. Not quite yet, but soon. It too lands a devastating blow. 8 ongoing for thee. Be strong, Golfim. Be strong.
I'm going to use a small heal. Just a second. Sorry.
Also, your days is ended.
Sorry. Yes, so I'm recovering a tiny bit of alpha recovery.
Goodness me.
The hit points. And it gave me too much. It gave me 8. It should have given me...
Yes.
There. And that's it. That's all I can do as a reaction.
Delightful. Well, Golfim, it's your turn now.
Oh, okay, so it's my turn now. Am I still stuck?
I don't think so. I think it ends at the after the turn. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Stuck until the end of the next turn. Days until the end. Yep, you're fine at this point.
Okay, but if I move out, I suppose I'm going to take opportunity attack from the spider.
Probably. It's ready to bite you. It already has, actually.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to attack my spider.
In case the surging pain of poison hasn't reminded you. Unfortunately, the spider's armor class is 18.
But it's still a 3 bonus damage every time I...
Marvelous. Look at all these bonus damages. Slowly but surely worn down. Iambic Pentacular.
Okay, so am I stuck?
No, no. Because I think the same spider stuck you, so.
Yep. But I am poisoned.
Golfim also takes 8. Golfim, roll me a save, please.
Normal?
Yeah. Unless it's specified, it's almost always normal. Alright. Iambic, what do you do?
Oh. I am way too close to this spider, so... Try to shock it. Quick action.
It is difficult to land the blow on a creature that is constantly swiping its large legs at you. It's also covered in these weird hairs. Yes.
Okay, well, I can't break from it.
I'd help you reroll, but I don't have the command points.
Oh.
What was it called?
And wait. So I take damage from that then.
Uh-oh.
Equal the target's level from botch feedback. How much damage do I take?
The target 2. Brrr.
Ah. That's the downside of this. Then a regular action, I try and freeze this thing. Point blank.
Oh yeah, this is the one I was thinking about. Outmaneuver. 1 command point. All right, let's take a look-see. Another Ray of Frost against whomst?
The one in my face.
Thank you. It does provoke, or was it? I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. We'll just roll with it. My brain is like half sleepy today. Let's just move on. Quarian.
Oh, and the poison damage.
7 for 1, and after that, roll me safe.
See. Haha.
Luckily, the poison only coursed through your system briefly. Quarian.
I'm going to run after the one that so rudely walked past me like I was nothing and start to smack it again in the back.
You smack it in the butt.
One of these days, I will hit. I'm just. The nap did not help.
Well, you know, your wish has come true. And you get 3 command points. Ain't that just spiffy?
Oh, finally, I can do things.
You had a command point. I don't know where that one came from.
I start every fight with one.
Nice.
Except that's not enough to do really anything, but.
The spider.
And
Hmm?
I was gonna say, I guess I can probably use the interrupt action even now. Use rally now on Iambic because you kind of need a little bit of help, just a little bit.
Yeah, I could do. Rally as a free action.
I'm guessing I can't use 2 interrupt actions in a single turn.
I don't think you can, no.
Yeah.
What was rally again? Do I just...
You roll a recovery. Although future
Yeah.
ones will require you to roll saves or something. And you can add 4, so that's 13. It's a beautiful rally. Very beautiful.
Oof.
The spider turns
Okay.
towards you, Quarian. It
Dead
rears,
already.
it rears back, exposing
Good.
its abdomen and firing a spray of web at thee. However, your physical defense is actually enough to hold up, and even Iambic is unaffected by the spray of webbing.
It's panicking.
Oh,
They'll never pin me down.
why did I move?
I mean, you can move around as much as you like, as long as you're not triggering.
Yeah, but I didn't move my token. It just moved on its own.
How quaint. I guess we're currently dealing with a poltergeist of some sorts.
Mm.
Anyway, Quarian, no, Golfum isn't doing too great. Golfum, the poison is going to get you unless you have something up your sleeve.
Yes, I have
Potion.
a potion up my sleeve. So I'm going to
Chug, chug, chug.
drink one, try to reach for one and drink it. So I'm going for eats plus 1d8.
1d10, 1d8, 3. A beautiful number. Incredible.
Then you add 1d8 to that.
And is that a standard action? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't do anything else this turn.
Don't forget
Oh.
your 1d8.
I
Oh, it's
added
already
it,
added.
actually.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Alright.
Except the save against poisons, maybe?
Yes, please. The poison still
Darn.
wreaks havoc on your system.
Man.
Iambic.
Okay, well, I'm still uncomfortably close to this thing, so
It is an
come
uncomfortable
on.
big spider.
Hope. Hit. Eh?
You zap it and pop free.
Aha!
It spasms by you a brief respite.
Then that was a quick action. Come on. There we go.
Whoa!
Color spray.
Ooh,
back.
the big one is now weakened. What does weakened do? -4 to attacks and defenses.
Yeah, and because Escalante dies too, I can do that again next turn.
Go cyclic.
Yeah.
Corian, the creature's defenses are significantly lowered.
Go ahead and crush that abdomen.
Hit him right in the booty.
Smack that booty. Silly. Well. And
Ooh.
Yep. And I can't even use try again on myself, so, well, I lightly tapped the booty.
Hmm.
The spider retreats. It tries to crawl up on the wall, out of reach. You can give it a goodbye slap as it tries to hide away from you.
Oh, thing to remember me by. Well, it's the opposite.
Look at those command points. They come in like gravy.
When I do get to hit. Nice little smackaroony.
It tries to web up, gulf him, but is unsuccessful. The rest of you, I'd say, are too far to get hit by this splash. Gulf him. Web splashes around you. The poison wreaks havoc on your system.
Gulp him! Rally now!
Again.
Well, I can use it on each of you without any diminishing returns.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
gulp him, rally now.
So I'm still using one of recovery. Okay.
Yes.
+4.
You are filled with renewed vigor.
That's a huge recovery.
Almost max. Whew. But half your hit points. Recovered completely from staggered. The large spider clicks overhead. It is still keen on getting its prey and striking it back for sipping.
Is it the spider turn?
It's your turn.
Yeah, my turn.
It
Well,
tried to spit web at you and failed.
Yes, okay. I'm tired of this spider. Did you roll saves for the spider for the ongoing damage?
Oh yeah, it took ongoing damage. How much would it have taken by now? Like, let's say, about
Well, 3 turns, so
Jesus, 15 damage that I completely forgot about.
Huh.
I'll give it to you, and then I'll roll the save.
but she could save because
Yeah, but that would have been like, okay, let's see. What do you mean she can make the save? Golfam, you've been ongoing collapsing her quite well.
well, I was just there drinking. She was collapsing. Okay, I'm going to smack her in the end for the final blow.
It's not going to be the final blow, but she takes the ongoing damage beforehand. So, I say this is the end of it. The spider will almost certainly die from the ongoing damage you've inflicted. They will inevitably collapse as the magic hasn't ended. You recover from your poison. Although you take one more hit of it first, because you make the save after.
It's quite poetic justice. She's used to liquefying people to eat them, and now she's the one being liquefied.
You now have 2 giant spider corpses on your hand, and a whole room full of webs and cocoons.
Probably should at least open up some cocoons to see if anybody's still wriggling in there.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're not full of little spiders. But yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, nice. All right. You take a look around the place.
Yep.
And come to the discover. Okay, so there's quite a few bodies around. Most of them are filled with miscellaneous stuff, except for one, which contains a dead worker who carried on his person a healing potion and a magical rune. This
I
particular
can.
this particular rune adds a +1 bonus to your armor class, and because of the roll, oh God, get out of here! I don't want to edit my. Get out of here! I don't want to sign anything, please. And the supplementary effect of the rune. The way a rune works is you slap them on yourself, and they last for the rest of the fight.
Well, healing.
Probably just let one of you two people that know how these things work handle this.
Runes are activated as a quick action.
The healing potion probably goes to Golfin since he used one.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I'd say the rune is probably more useful to either of you two fighty types. Like, could use the
Should be getting hurt.
increased armor class.
I'd say I'm fine, honestly, in terms of AC. Yeah, sure, it could be better, but
You are at 17 now, like me, I think.
yeah, I just happen to be able to manage hits a lot better. So
Just my AC is 12, so a +1 ain't gonna
Well,
do too much.
I will
Yeah.
let him to Quarion or Iambic since I have ways to heal by myself a little bit.
Goodness me.
Well, do you want the rune then, Guarin?
I'd say you take it.
Okay, I'll take the rune then.
You're the one that keeps almost dying.
Eh,
Also, I'm probably going to drink another healing potion since I'm at half 8 points for now.
You can take a quick rest if you want to. Don't forget that. Spend some recoveries.
yeah,
Oh, do the healing potions spend recoveries?
Yes.
Okay, so it's fine.
It's just a bonus on top of it.
So do you want to have a quick rest, or do we go on and...
I mean, it's useful for just resetting your per battle things anyway, so.
Could have.
Just a quick break.
Yeah.
Perfect. I might actually roll one recovery just in case.
My 7 hit points back.
All 7 hit points.
Oh, and how do I add that rune?
How do you add a what?
Yeah.
Ooh,
What do I do with it?
goodness me.
Do I add it to runes or magic items? Or loot?
Just add like a loot item, I guess that'll do. It is a
Okay.
+1 to armor class, and a rally as a quick action.
Rally as free action. So that how long does the AC bonus last?
Wait, what's it with the AC bonus? My brain didn't catch the words right.
Yeah. How long does the
It lasts for
armor
the fight.
class?
It lasts for 5 minutes or the fight, basically.
Okay.
It's a quick action to activate the item in the first place. All right. Let's have a look at the warns. Unless you're particularly interested in collecting beautiful vistas, there's not much here for you. You've taken your rest, swept the sweat from your brow. There can't be too much more left to this place, so at least that's an advantage.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So do we go for the final hey?
Well, the other
Mm.
area is basically an entrance that was sealed years ago. There's probably not too much there.
Yeah. Do we go to A or do we clear out E, the rest of the place first?
I'm thinking maybe going for the sealed entrance and corner the center of the arena.
Right?
All right.
So instead go up towards the other G, do kind of a sweeping motion.
Excellent. So to E.
Probably to E, yes.
Let me pull
Yeah.
up E. E. Oh, here's the room that I got mixed up with last time. The Dead Flowers Lair. It's formerly a row of monster pens with removable walls. Smells strongly of gardenias. This is a place where food is hung on the walls. Dried. Oh. Help me here, game, please. Dried fish and sacks of onions and potatoes. Ooh. This whole place has a spooky sense. You've actually not alerted anyone to your presence, really. So I guess you snuck in here with a degree of ambush. Let's see. Pottery burn. Moving treasure here. Moving the mural. The mural? Lol. There's a mural here? Let's see. I must have missed that part. None of the doors are locked. Don't see anything about a mural here. Oh. Oh, the skeletal mural. Painted with admirable skill on the wall across from the entrance is a... Okay, yeah. Single blood red tear, that one. Alright. Is there anyone here? Let's see. What does the roll say? Ooh. Stats on page 22. As you enter into this area, you find several individuals sitting around the table having a lovely drink. I need to read this table correctly, or I'm putting you up for death. Is or is not present. Okay, gotcha. So I need that one. One lieutenant. Oh, no, okay. Such a goofy table this is. There are 7 mooks in the room, and one dangerous-looking lieutenant who has with them a powerful-looking spell stick. The lot of them are enjoying dinner around the table and are having a jubilant time, but they are still ultimately criminals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one. What? That's not your token. I love it when it holds onto tokens that I don't want it to use.
Hmm.
Token. Alright. You've snuck your way in, and now see several individuals having food and jubilance. What's your move going to be? These guys need to be evicted one way or another.
Oh, boy, that's a lot of people.
Is there a section for conditions in your... Yeah, there is. If I set you to have ongoing damage, can I give it a value?
Many rats and a
I was going to say,
bird.
there's
Help, I'm being experimented on.
just take your time, enjoy it,
The only reason they haven't noticed you yet is because they're engaged with their games and food.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm planning to jump in and unleash a spark on the magician, but
Okay.
I'm going to wait for the others'
Okay.
ideas.
I was
You said-
going to say I could probably sneak into this bottom half, use a flask of oil to set this door on fire, So they
Hmm.
probably will funnel into this spot instead.
And what's Belmore's input?
Right. You said the leader-looking person has some kind of spell stick on them.
They have a spell stick on them and a book that hovers around them.
Mm-hmm. The where are they holding the spell stick? Just
It's probably like rested up against the wall at the moment.
okay. Well, while you two are planning your thing, I could try and snatch that spell stick with mage hand.
That is an especially cunning action, and they will try to snatch their stick. So that would probably be a roll, but it's something you can attempt.
Yeah.
As an opening
Right.
salvo.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm going to try to assist him with my spark at range if I can.
All right, and Corian, what are you doing? You were setting a door on fire, was it?
Yeah, just pouring some oil on the door here, lighting it on fire, blocking one of their escape routes.
As you do. As you do.
Mm.
Yes.
I love it. So, the following unwinds. Can I get a dexterity from you, Pentacular, with Hedge Wizard on top? Because this seems like a Hedge Wizardy thing to mess with people.
Yeah. Dexterity. Ah.
You attempt to, but you are too slow. They reach for their magical stick the second they realize something is going on, which is about when a magical spark strikes them. Go for him.
I'm sparking.
Appreciate you using the evil sound effect for a beneficial thing. It is then, however, that combat erupts. The mooks step up for their boss. Some of them. Oh, and let me. Okay, you. Then the rest are taken out because I only want the middle one. They're messy. Corian, the door is set on fire. What do? You can move around and hit him from the normal side if you want to.
I should probably, yeah, I should go around to the other entrance and just smack the first one I see.
You run into the room, sword swinging at the mooks.
Give him a nice face full of mace.
Unfortunately, their armor class is 18.
Well, I
Oh,
wasn't
yes.
expecting to actually hit, but
Your presence is more than known. Some of the mooks try to go around for a flanking maneuver. However, they quickly run into the burning door. So about half of them waste their time. Ah!
Nice.
the power of strategy.
With their stick in hand, they open their book and incant a powerful spell upon thee. They can only see you, however. The rest is all like behind the corner, and then it's not really aware that they're there. You unleash. Oh, that's not supposed to be private. That's not supposed to be private. You are struck with a Hexplosionator! Let's take a look. It's a 17, so. Here we go. Okie doke, even. You take 10 damage as the Hexplosionator hits entirely you. Then they do something called Violent Dispelling. Violent Dispelling is very funny because it can even get rid of your command points.
Oh, that's just rude.
I've been specifically told that Violent Dispelling dispels all manner of useful conditions, including having momentum or a fighter having a higher crit range. It is a reality unbending attack and strikes you for 5 damage, but I don't think there's anything to take care of with you right now. You are staggered. This onslaught onto you. Oh wait, I forgot the other mooks. They are all taking their swings. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's one hit. But not the good hit. Alright, everyone. What's the other guys doing?
Oh, I have to rush to his help.
So yeah, next turn.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, I try to blast the spellcaster. some more real frost.
It is a wizarding duel you want as you strike them. Oh. When a spell not granted by a talent. Oh. Why does it take me so long for my brain to figure it out? No, we'll save that for something bigger. You strike them firmly. Gulfin, now you may strike.
Yes, I have to rush to Quiet's help.
It would be much appreciated.
I'm going to strike wildly at well, to try to make some rune around it, even if I can't. I'm just going to roll an attack.
Excellent. Choo! A marvelous blow. Gorian.
Brilliant smash!
Delightful.
Actually, I'm going to use the Belt of Brutal Vigor to rally and make a basic attack at the same time.
Gorgeous. Simply drop dead gorgeous. What the hell was that? Oh, it's the it's the little glass effect you've set up, isn't it? You silly goose. You silly Billy Goose. And now I hear all kinds of evil noises. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Well, I missed because I rolled very low. That was what.
Goodness me, luck does not favor the bold. Unfortunately, as these fools have opened a flaming door, smoke begins to billow into the room. The mooks, in all of their confusion, and being but mere foot soldiers, become increasingly disoriented. I almost said disorientated, but that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
It could be.
You know what? Sure, fine, it could be. Definitely could be. As the smoke has grabbed their fullest attention, they throw all the furnishings around. Bags of onions and potatoes fly all over the place. Tables and chairs crash against the floor. They stumble over each other, trying to make sense of it all. In the end, only a few of them manage to get their blows off against you. All go for the dwarf, who did the most damage. The dwarf is hit for a lot of damage.
Hmm.
You really shouldn't slouch on taking care of some minions with a good strong hit. The boy in the
That would
back.
be that would be a perfect time for some color spraying, I think.
Using best shot.
Barga the Bound comes in close. They breathe in and unleash a spelly breath. Oh, fuck!
Ooh.
Will someone read to me what a natural one does?
I actually don't know. Never checked.
No, I mean for Barga, the one I just rolled.
Teleport into a
Vargas
wall
teleport
and
into a
dies.
wall of dice.
God damn.
Oh, well.
Very softly in the wall to your north, you hear a sound effect.
Well, it's one less thing to worry about.
Their massive breath billows backwards onto them, warping them, and you never see them again unless you plan to dig out the wall for some reason. Iambic, I guess. The wizard's gone. They must have been setting up some keen plan.
Yes. Very keen plan. Okay, well, the wizard's gone, so I guess it's color spray. Four nearest. This nice line here.
Well, whatever works for you, buddy. Let's take a look. Oh gosh, double damage. Oh, this is gonna be hell of a math to do. That's MD, so it hits. So basically, 5 mooks are gone. They're all splashed with color. Nine is their hit points, so double flows over. And one of them I think takes 5 more. You have 2 more turns. We're just gonna end it there. That was a whole fucking mess. I don't want to think about it.
My God.
The boss literally did themselves in, and then a Yambic mook splashes the rest of them.
I think Color Spray on its own has done more damage than I've done this entire campaign.
Well, admittedly. Sure. Well, it's now quiet as you put down the final mook, leaving you within this room. Oh yeah, there's some money among them. Let's see. 3 times 7 is 21 plus 15 is 36.
You know, I almost feel bad for them.
Let's see. Okay, that's not in those conditions. So you get 36 gold out of the whole situation. But other than that, no especially valuable items unless the room has something in it. Let's see. Well, unless you're interested in all the wine and stuff, there isn't much around.
Just a gold pieces is easy to carry, at least. I'm not sure I want to put. I want to drink something that rat people were drinking from. It's not racist. It's just we're not known for being clean.
It's not racist. Trust me.
Yambic will pick up an onion and just eat it like an apple.
Apple.
Ouch.
It's very crunchy. Please enjoy. Ha 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 is what I say to that. Well, you've eaten a nice. Oh, so that's like a nice crunchy apple, but it's not really applicable, is it? You've consumed. What the hell?
Yum yum.
Consumed plenty of nutrients.
You've consumed some of their nice food. You've just taken it for yourself and had a nice go at it. What remains is that there's a couple of ways out of here. You can go back to where you came from in probably the gladiator cells to one of the backstage areas, or you can go a little deeper into this place. There are signs hung up here that say boss's quarters, do not enter, and all the lot. Up ahead you hear the cling of metal machines as well. You should probably take a quick rest if you want one, as it sounds like there's big trouble ahead.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Don't forget that quick rest automatically spends recoveries to get you up to half. You can spend beyond that if you want to. If I get smashed with glass one more time.
I'm sorry.
That's just a bit too. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
And it was the thing is it was supposed to be for my attack dice, but
lol.
I never roll damage dice.
Okay. So what direction was the metal noise coming from?
Room F. So to the east.
Right. Those could be the automatons.
Could be.
I think we are ready for this.
Okay.
Well, ready or not, it's better than just staying around.
Yep.
Last time we went out, they had time to set up traps and so on, so we have to strike them by semi-surprise.
A good old blitzkrieg, like the way you think. Plus, it's not like there's that much we can prepare for when we won't know anything until we go in, so.
Beautiful.
Just kick down the door.
Well, actually, I do have Twiggy.
What the heck?
I have my
familiar.
A scout.
Ooh.
Cool. Send it before us.
If you do that, that'll just be an easy skill check, so everyone's okay with this. Easy for this level. Let me check that one out. I think it's like DC. It's either 15 or 10. It's 15. Unless easy means it's supposed to be 5 less, in which case it would be 10. So we'll just go with 10.
Okay. What do I roll for this?
Well, I guess it's your familiar. So you gotta give him some cool tips and tricks, so let's say intelligence.
Hmm. Okay, intelligence. Uh,
Marvelous.
hmm.
Your familiar scouts up ahead. They report back the following. Up ahead are about 6 rooms that seem to be filled with lush decorations. In addition, there's a large set of metal doors, behind which it could hear the clicking of machinery walking around.
Hmm. Uh,
It
yeah.
might be more of those automaton people from earlier.
Yeah. Any people?
It reports that it saw no people.
Hmm. Okay. Well. I think I can proceed. Hmm.
We can
I think.
probably just focus on. There's not that much we can prepare for outside of. Like, I don't know how we could disrupt them without good old fashioned bashing and smacking, so.
Yeah.
Unless the smart person in our group has an idea, we can probably just kick the door down.
Do you have more slick oil?
Yeah.
Uh, Probably have some, yes.
Because
Like.
if they are in a room, maybe we can spray the ground before the room and take another path.
Well, it
Like.
would certainly trip them up, but it will also trip me up.
But do
Would
we
I?
have to enter the room?
Hmm. Would I know of any way of I don't know, turning off or turning off, like, can automatons be turned off remotely?
Hmm. I don't
Do they
know.
have?
Perhaps with an appropriate icon relationship. You might know a sneaky trick that can help.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
would say someone like the Archmage, the Dwarven King, given these are mechanical in nature. Perhaps the Emperor, because they have been part of his realm for a while.
I have a relationship with the Dwarf King that rolled high.
Do you have a 6?
Maybe I can take insight from it.
Do you have
We
a
have a
6?
But
6.
I'm not sure of this how this works.
Um,
I have a
if
6
you
for
have a
the
6
Emperor.
or a 5. 5s are kind of mixed, but 6s are like basically freebies. You can
I
use
do have
this.
a 6 with the Emperor, so I could use that.
Excellent.
I only have a 5 with the high druid, so not helpful.
Then you would almost certainly know a method by which, well, they basically, they're supposed to shut down under some sort of universal command word. If it still works, that would almost certainly allow you to get in without any trouble.
Hmm. Okay.
You were taught this command word, of course, as part of your training, just in case you ever came across old defenses. They've just gone
Um,
just a little bit haywire.
Well, I can always go and try that. To be fair, I did always just shut down those automatons as soon as I could. They just give me the creeps.
Okay. Well, let's see. See if that trick works.
Delightful.
Well, I'm going to burst into the room and yell out the command word, see if they
Well,
react to it or
well,
not.
first you burst into the area where the rooms were located, the decorated rooms. The
Hmm.
robots are ahead behind a metal door.
Hmm.
There's so many doors to burst through. I'm gonna get my foot hurt at some point.
Just use your hands, man.
But it's so satisfying!
Check the decorated rooms first. See if there's any
You do a quick sweep of the
valuables.
area. You find one room contains a low bed, with a straw mattress. There's an ornate silver candle holder and candelabras on a low table. There's a beautiful chai serving set. Small wooden case with a latch. With holds game items like dice, tokens, deck of 40 painted cards, the 13 icons, the spelljack, and 26 numbered cards with scenes from everyday life. This particular total wealth, if you were to take it for yourself, would amount to 62 pieces of gold. Another is a room containing ratty blankets. This room is dustier than the other, as if whoever lived here hasn't been here in a bit. Most of the room is taken up with piles of scrolls and books about engineering. There are a lot of books, but in total worth about 12. Also scattered across the floor are small puzzles, rings, strings, boxes, and sliding squares. The walls are as gouges as if someone has been scratching at them with a metal implement. Another room is upside down. There's water on the ground, and the only thing here that has any value is a small musical box. Someone has taken a weird amount of effort painting this place to be an upside-down mansion.
Huh.
A simple but strange room.
I'll never understand nobles and their weird tastes.
Another room. Ooh. This room is filled with arcane formulae written upon the walls, as well as scorch marks.
Ooh.
A lot of them, all over the place.
Okay, now we're talking about.
There is a chest which may at one point have a ward, but Iambic is an ancient mystic and can tell you that the ward has worn out its welcome. There's 15 gold pieces of assorted jewelry and a cool wand.
Oh, I'm grabbing the wand.
Here's your cool wand, boy. Here's the wand of the mage's invisible Aegis. The final room is a room in juxtapose. Most of the room is built out of salvaged furnishings. Whoever did this is no carpenter. The items are slapdash thrown together, and nails are bent in awkward places. However, there are beautiful menus, fine cheese, and remarkable vintages of wines on the rough, lopsided table. Altogether, these consumables alone are worth 30 gold.
It is actually kind of impressive how much money they managed to cram into these.
For some reason, the adventure feels the need to point out that the PCs are adventurers, not our critics. The sixth room is empty. And then there is, of course, the metal doors. If these people are a gang, you've yet to see where they keep all of their loot.
It's
a little odd how they just... So far, it seems more like some kind of warband headquarters than an actual thieving den.
Yeah. Bit of an odd place.
Maybe they have a treasure room where the boss is, but even then, that's not how the bandits I usually deal with do things. So yeah, we'll just figure it out.
Maybe they're just squatters.
For now, though, we probably should just continue on through, see if we can clear a few more rooms. At least this way we'd get the workers back into doing their work.
Yep, well, yeah, and I swept all the sellable looking stuff into a bag, so
You'll clear it out when you're ready.
yeah. It's like good 75 gold worth of loot from these rooms.
129. The closer and closer you get to the large metal doors, the more you begin to hear the cling and clang on the other side.
Let's get that command word ready.
Yeah.
The doors do not appear to have a locking mechanism, or at the very least, they're already slightly ajar.
Might not even poke my head out and just call out the word through the.
You poke your head through. You see in this room loot, but also 6 mechanical creatures immediately set their eyes upon you when you unleash the sound from your throat, but shortly afterwards they shut down. In this room are 4 rolled up rugs, a set of fine silver tableware, a small wooden chest opened containing vials of what seems to be perfume. There's a human skull engraved with elaborate designs, with fire opal set in its eye sockets, and a matching set of 5 decorative swords wrapped in a silk wrap cloth.
I guess we figured out the treasure room. At least one of them.
Well, it's a beanie fight. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And if one of you wants to dismantle one of those automatons for parts, I'm sure you can just do that. They won't mind.
These belong to the arena, don't they?
Yeah.
They do, but we can always say it was in fight.
Sneaky.
I don't know what these other two want to. I'm not touching them. See no evil.
I know, they are kind of works of art. Like, nobody really makes these things anymore, I don't think. Be a shame to just pull them apart. Parts. What was
Well,
that about?
we should disagree on that part.
What was that about the skull?
There is a skull which contains plenty of fire opals in its eye sockets.
Ooh, okay. Gonna pry those out.
These could be worth thousands of gold pieces. You approach the creature, the skull, and once you get in close enough, it unleashes a.
Ah, crap.
You are faced with an evil scream skull. Let me see if I can find him.
I was gonna say Demi-Lich, but that's wrong.
It's not a demi-lich because it doesn't float. After it has unleashed its mighty screech. Oh. Iambic isn't even affected by it. The skull falls silent once more. Natural even miss. Is that natural even miss? It is. Ooh. However, while the screech has not set off the alarm, has not done any damage to you, it has alarmed several dead flowers. You hear footsteps behind you as they come in hot. They do be coming in hot.
Alright, well, choke points.
Well, I'm still...
Come in here and we'll hold them back while the wizard does his wizardy things that seem to work pretty well so far.
Well, the wizardy things in this case is trying to pry out these gems from the skull. The knife.
Give me your eyes!
We're being attacked! Can you please focus on the people trying to kill us instead of your greed?
As your knife strikes the gems, you come to the realization that that one of these gems, at the very least, is filled with a magical energy. It is a magic item, to be specific. The mooks make their entry first. They come around the corner. They point towards you. One of them, who was planned to be in the back, has his crossbow at the ready. He is the one who makes a strike. Quarian, as you loudly yell, you are momentarily distracted, and a crossbow bolt manages to strike you. Now the wizard has cost you more than merely your patience. The skull does not appreciate being grasped at. And fails again! I did set this up right, because he rolled exact... Yeah, it's working. It's just... He's having a really bad day.
Very sore throat.
Okay.
Well, jaw.
However, it does summon more mooks in the process of doing so. They'll be here in a bit. Go for them. The mooks are approaching, but you also hear the screaming of someone who sounds way more important.
Oh. Oh well, I'm going to. I'm not going to wait for the mooks to reach us, since they are so close. I'm going to attack the first one.
Ooh, delightful. Yes, doing 1. Iambic, are you
That's it.
still picking out this thing?
Yes.
I am going to have very strong words about this. So,
Well,
Just slam it in your beard and be done with it.
give me strength. Ancient Mystic applies because an Ancient Mystic would know how to extract from an ancient skull.
Strength isn't
I
great,
think an
but
ancient mystic would also know not to do that in the middle of a fight.
I'm also giving
okay,
you.
there we go.
I am giving you a plot point, however, for your dedication to the craft of wizardry. This belongs in a museum. We're being murdered. Museums can come first. You
Well,
peel out the magical eye. The skull
I'm
falls entirely silent as a result.
well. I think I'm old enough to count as a museum as I pocket the gem.
Oh my god.
A big boss man comes around the corner, wearing atop his face a skull mask. As in, it's literally just a bleached skull. You can't tell who's on. God damn it! It again did not do the thing I wanted it to, which is adjust the token. Do not mind the transmorphimigation. Skullface simply gives you one chance to surrender formally. And he'll make your skull crushing quick. The other guy who shows up, however, is not so kind about this. He squeezes past. You can attack for opportunity golf him, as he has to awkwardly push past all these overzealous mooks trying to catch the blow. Crush takes them. Ouch! But he is firm, he is strong, and he is angry.
You can tell they're you can tell they're not like super advanced thieves because they're still using the "I'll make your deaths quick" line, which has never worked.
I have to check the rules. You can go on.
An attempt at clobbering is made. Quarian. There are several big dudes up ahead.
I'm going to smash this person very thoroughly. I take my job very seriously.
Were plot points auto successes or rerolls? I don't know. I don't think I committed to anything yet. Oh well.
Well, not very surprising, just,
Delightful.
I've attempted a hit.
The mooks unleash and fail at their many blows, except for the little crossbow man. He sure hits Wolfham. The rest of them, however, nope. The skull is inert. Golfham.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to attack the crunch again now. The one that I already opportunityed, if that's a word. And I'm going, as usual, to...
Oof. Unable to hit you and struck twice with your keen blows. Blood is drawn and anger boils. The half-orc gives you a growl. He tries to intimidate you with his size and strength. Iambic, you have the gem, and it's in your pocket.
Could you please help us now?
Oh, fine.
You can run now.
Iambic was just giving you some room to show your own natural skills and talents.
Yes.
Oh no, I don't have any.
God dang it.
Well, I made the skull silent at least. Okay. How important does the skull face man look like?
Well, he's just a second level leader. The orc is a double strength first level wrecker. In case you're wondering what they're like.
Should I use my daily on this guy?
Probably. This seems to be the biggest fight you're going to get into today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can actually just target this skull face person in the back row and use my action and a quick action to cast sucks excruciating acid reflux on him.
That just sounds excruciating. I like it.
Lethal heartburn.
Oh dear Jesus. Oh my God.
What?
What the hell
What?
happened to him?
What is that? What?
Well, it is his daily. Like he gets one of these or something.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But again, I think
Skullface.
that's
Skullface retches and wrenches. The pain is so excruciating. What is an appropriate condition for this, which applies as he tries to adjust? Let's see. Hampered, staggered. No, that was something else entirely.
Anything about nausea or something?
Let's say that he's just weakened by this. His defenses and everything are just lowered by a turn as he suffers the extreme agony of getting staggered and ongoing damage at once. He's melting. He is melting! Skullface feels a little sick. He takes out his crossbow and intends to commit retaliation. Oof, watch out there, Iambic. You are now officially vulnerable.
Yeah, well. Need to get through my allies first.
Crunch is mad. Crunch wants to choke slam this dwarf. Actually, no, there's nothing around to grab right now.
Oof.
Watch out there, dwarf.
Mhm.
He's making up for last turn. He also immediately begins to choke you. Ooh! Boop.
never
Oh,
say
yeah,
die. Escalation dice go up.
That's actually a downside for Iambic because he can't use the cycled spells now.
Yes, but I can use my best shot and recover.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And fully.
Is that a 60? No, it's just 7 damage. Okay, cool. You taunt and tempt him. Okay, cool. A whole bunch of stuff just happened at once, and the reason for that is that because your thing popped up, I got messed up. I think you're 10. There we go. She's choking and strangling and swinging you about. Corian.
Dead and alive there for a moment.
Well, to be fair, when you suddenly get choke slammed, I imagine that a whole other stuff is happening in your head.
Mm.
I might just go with. Well, start with a swing. Oh,
Too bad he's not
pleasant
vulnerable.
surprise.
Too bad he's not vulnerable, but he is staggered.
Which also means I can then use Rally Now on Gotham.
Gotham
Give him.
has spent their last recovery.
Oh,
No, you still have one.
Yeah, but if you use it, you will spend your last one.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm using it.
might as well use it when it's buffed.
Yeah, you get an extra 4. The commander inspires his troops. Or her troops. I'm out of them.
Who knows?
Skullface orders his minions to shoot at the wizard, as he has set him up for a lethal blow. They all quickly take out their crossbows. They will provoke from Golfim, as they unleash a barrage on the wizard. None of them are criticals, so hey, good on you, wizard man.
Mm. Well, I might actually use my familiar's mimic thing to
Best shot.
mimic Golfin and give me a what was the dwarf thing?
What is your best shot? Give me your best shot.
Yeah. Yep. That's your best shot.
Use
So I
it.
can.
Yep.
But didn't we skip my turn?
Did we skip your turn? No, your turn is right now.
Oh,
We're resolving a whole
yes.
bunch of attacks that are happening.
Yes.
Now it's your turn, Golfim. What do you want to do? The mooks in front of you have taken out their crossbow so they can shoot at the wizard. You're also currently being chokeslammed by a big orc person.
I'm concentrated and focused on the choke person.
Excellent. Oh yeah, I forgot.
And on 16, I recover some hit points.
Oh, that's nice. The fury of battle infuses you with strength as you land a decent blow. Iambic Pentacular.
Right.
How long does this last? Oh, save
Such a
ends.
fun name to say.
Well, I probably should use this cool spray now. Just blasting all the nearby thugs. 2.
So, who are you aiming at, these boys?
Yes, the crossbow users. They're shooting at me.
The crossbow users are eliminated, and the last one in the back takes the surplus damage of 2. And I guess it's technically weakened. I don't know how means are supposed to work, but we'll just say that it works like that. It feels fair to me. Skullface, how are you doing? You are no longer under the effects of this. Iambic, you can make a save against the ongoing vulnerability. Nope.
No.
Well, that doesn't make it any worse. What a weird die. Skullface lets out a roaring battle cry, produces a razor. And then uses a once per battle ability to teleport over. And then utterly, technically he still hits because your AC is utter garbage, but
Yeah.
you do have to deal with this loud, screaming, skull masked person. Crunch, in the meantime, realizes that Corian is, the dwarf! Actually, he grabs onto one of the minions and swings him around like a weapon.
God.
So the first one would be for Corian, and then for the dwarf, so the dwarf gets hit. But other than that, the minion is ultimately wasted. Corian.
I can't go help Iambic just yet. Actually, Iambic, do you have a recovery still available?
Yeah.
Rally now.
All right. Yep. Will do.
Delightful.
Oh, I can add a 4.
And then, for
Beautiful.
the sake of it, I'm going to use... Might use the Belt of Brutal Vigor again for rallying plus basic attack. At least top myself up a little bit. This.
Do what you must.
Ah, that's a good roll.
Does the belt have the thing set up?
That was not
Recharge
as good,
6.
though.
That misses by 1. The minions descend upon the front lines. The weakened one kind of scutters away a bit. The front lines are refreshed. Clubs go swinging at a poor, innocent boy.
Oh no.
Gotham. What do you do? You're standing next to a boy who just swung a minion around directly into you. Things are going places.
Yes, indeed.
Iambic, I hope you have a trick up your sleeve because we're gonna need it.
I think I better use a healing potion again. Ah no, I don't have a recovery. I can't. Well, in desperation, I'm going to try to attack this ogre, orc.
Marvelous blow.
And it doesn't do anything special.
Iambic. You are faced with a man who's about to melt into nothing. 1 point of damage will ensure that he is at least dead at the end of his turn.
Okay. That case. Quick action. Shocking grasp.
Ooh. 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 Beautiful. 1 hit point remaining.
So he's about to drop. Then. Oof, there's so many guys up there. Guess I'll blast the nearest of the mooks with a ray of frost. Try to
And
drop
instant
them.
down. 9 hit points is what it takes. Don't forget to roll for your save on your vulnerability.
Say no.
The melting away Skullface drags himself closer, hefts his razor high. They try to say something, but the acid gets in their mouth as they land one cruel blow upon you.
Well, let's see. I do have this thing.
Ooh. I don't know what the shield spell does, so...
The shield spell. The close quarters free action to cast when attack hits you AC. Effect: the attacker must reroll the attack. You must accept the new result.
Can I do it? Can I? No, there's no reroll buttons. Okay, gotcha. They must use the new result, you said? As they stumble, your deflective blow just causes them to do extra damage, it seems.
You've managed to parry the blow into your vital organs. Congratulations.
Oh.
Ow.
Crunch turns his attention to Quarian, who has been nothing but a pain, reinvigorating their allies. It's time you get clobbered. Quarian. The mooks in the
I
back.
can never be clobbered.
The mooks in the back have lost much of their morale. This might just go your way if you can just nudge it a bit.
Well, hopefully I can actually hit something. Fingers crossed, but let's be realistic here. Yeah. I'm going to use a plot point to reroll, I think.
Let him have it. Lol.
Well,
It's better.
Yeah, it is better.
I think at this point I might just use the second one and go.
I think I'm gonna
It's like,
go with something else, which is if you roll under 10, it's at plus 10. I think Monsters and Mutants or something does that. Mutants and Masterminds. There's something similar to that. It makes rerolls a bit more exciting, at least. Otherwise, you end up with the Pathfinder 2e problem of like you have a resource, but you don't want to spend it because it can make things worse. That pushes it up
can I
to a
use
hit.
a second plot point?
No, you hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
The situation has not gone their way. The minions watch their boss descend into nothingness, and Crunch is looking tired and exhausted. There's no guarantee they can take you on from this point forward. The remainder of them scoot away, and the rest of you descend upon Crunch to finish the job. In whatever way you like.
Break his kneecaps and his elbows, and then just tie him up to take him to the guards, because that would be an even worse fate than just quick death.
Yeah. Guess we could take some alive.
He slammed me with a rat man. He deserves death.
He deserves death, yes, but a quick death is a mercy. A slow death is an example.
Ho ho ho.
Mm.
Wonderful work. Wonderful work.
Yeah. Very hero
Plus,
boss.
they can always use his strength to just, like, help rebuild.
I'm going to do another quick inventory for you for what you find in terms of money in the vault. Gosh. Can you imagine what this will be like in 3.5? I'd have to tell you this one's much. This item weighs this much. This one weighs this much. 4 rugs, that's 20, 45, 20. Okay, so that's 50. Human skull engraved, and another silk which 110. And oh yeah, the magic item. And the item is as follows. Oh, cool. What does this thing? Oh. Oh no, you have to
Plus,
use them both for this, by the way. So ignore the fire opal.
I was going to say, plus, getting a prisoner is a good idea considering we're going to need to leave for a moment to recover, considering two of us are like pretty much everybody's exhausted at this point from this much fighting.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty bad spot.
No recoveries, no health. Going into another fight would be suicide. So, as we can take this chance to escort the man into his horrifying rest of his life.
Excellent.
Yeah, my strategy for now on is to stand in the back, hide, and maybe launch a spark from time to time.
Delightful. Well, I'm gonna give you something else as a reward. Your level up. Well do.
As a
As in DUE. As in it is due to you.
okay. Is anyone else really interested in having their eyes gouge out and replaced with gemstones?
Not that.
No.
I'm not that interested in that idea. Thank you for the offer, but I'll have to respectfully decline.
Okay. In case you need a quick rundown of what a level up can do for you, it should increase your hit points by a bit, like by a third ish. You should have another feat, and most spellcasters get like extra slots and stuff. Quick note: remember to check your incremental advances. You can change what you picked for them if you want to. So if you're unsatisfied with the selection or choice you made there, you can change that now. You'll head outside and meet up and discuss the situation. It seems there's only a little bit left, so odds are you'll take care of it tomorrow, so she'll get ready to make your payments. So get your full heal-ups. What does await you all in your class progressions? Oh yeah, this is automatic, but it's fun for all the boys who do swingy things with their big sticks. Your big sticks now do 1 extra dive damage.
That is massive, actually.
Yes.
She'll have that first.
Also, you're 1 point more accurate because of your new level.
And then we clear up the incremental advantages.
Yes.
Advances. Yep.
Swipe them all off the table. Oh yeah, you can equip 2 magic items without hassle then now, so that's nice.
Hey, I don't have a quirk anymore. Time to find a new thing.
Gonna need a new item. If you want to keep being funny. Ho ho.
You're
I'm a
growing
funny man.
tired of your helmets?
Oh, funny man.
No, just a little silly guy. Just a little haha.
Soul goof.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Come on,
well, I guess time for Yambik to get the new pair of eyes. Sweet.
I can unlock one more command or tactic.
Beautiful.
These things are pretty neat. Once per day, can use a standard action to see any nearby creatures, objects, or magical sigils rendered invisible, otherwise disguised through magic.
Ooh.
Creature object thus revealed can never become invisible to that character again. But if the gems are not removed after my death, I become a haunted watch skull. Well, if I die with these gems in my head, you have a choice of either digging them out again or taking my skull with you as a watch skull.
Hey, free bonus loot.
That's nice.
Oh, we gain 1 defense up per level up. I noticed my AC and
Yep.
physical defense.
A lot of things use your level.
Okay. But basically, if you have chosen a feat and a talent, there is not much to do during the level up.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. It's not too significant.
Also, your recoveries are like way better now. They also get an extra die.
Yes, I can see that.
You've made it past the rookie level. This will help a lot.
There we go. Let's get a new domain.
You almost done with everyone done here?
I was just we could do some sharing the loot here that we have accumulated. So that's that.
Oh yeah, there is no ability bonus. It's on 4th level or 5th level.
Okay. Funny. With all the gold and loot we have been picking up, we each get 69 gold.
Really? Gosh.
Yep.
Oh, you know what
Exactly
they say.
69 gold.
This is not planned. This is all from the book. Well, your friend now has, I guess he has gems for eyes or not. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe they
I have.
they look like normal eyes. I don't know. I'll leave it to him.
They definitely do not look like normal eyes. They
Well,
are 2 gemstones glittering in his.
you know, we like to call that one an icebreaker, a conversation starter. You know, you're at a party.
Yeah. I'm the old glittery eyes.
His special eyes. Blink, blink.
Yeah.
You have to get used to the fact that your eyelids now have to slide over non-round shapes. Unless fire opals are round. I don't know, actually. I don't even know what a fire opal is. Let's have a look. Oh, those can definitely be eyeball shaped, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gems, they're funny stones. I love funny stones, they're cute. Opal is a hydrated amorphous form of silica. Its water content may range from 3 to 21%. So you've got dry eyes the whole time.
Well, at least you don't need to blink anymore.
I guess technically not. Won't help.
Really, really neat looking.
They are. You've got beautiful blood red eyes.
Mm.
Let's see, what was the lady's name again that you were dealing with? Orna Throng. Having heard about your incredible successes down there, after breakfast has been had, she'll be waiting outside the entrance for you to finish up the final few rooms and square this all up. She's got the money in a bag, which she like shakes to give you a final bit of encouragement.
Mm. Yep.
100 gold ahead. Can't go wrong.
Nothing wrong with getting a bit of extra money.
Let's see what the backstage area has for you.
I still had this heavy automaton arm.
Yeah, that. What, gonna do anything with that?
Yeah, I was just, can I do anything with it, or can I sell it? Well, I guess I could hang on to it if any of us loses an arm. Have a handy.
There's something weirdly morbid about you carrying a replacement arm with you.
Well, you know, never
Oh
know when.
no, I lost an arm. What a shame. It's a good thing I had a replacement on the hand.
You kept
Yeah.
calling me creepy, and I was just prepared. The other backstage area is filled with spider webs, but there are no spiders. AK no encounters.
Nice.
In addition, you find out that if there are any of the dead flowers left, none of them have decided to come back here. There are no new traps, there are no signs of life. It seems that your job is almost done. There's just the smell is starting to lessen, there's no sounds in the distance. Just one more room to scratch off the list, and technically you're done.
All right.
Perfect. Well,
Paycheck,
this
here we come.
should be just fine.
Don't worry about it. Why are you so worried? Just because, last place is where the big bosses always hide. No, that doesn't mean anything.
Nothing can go wrong. No.
Yep.
You make your way over
Thinking
to
something.
Area H. Broken masonry. So when you go from the backstage area to H, you get there by going through a wall that has been broken apart. Greenish stone is what the hexagonal chamber is made out of. Directly across from the makeshift entrance. Again, it's like someone bricked it up and then someone else broke it down later. Directly across from it, carved into the wall from floor to ceiling, is a faceless figure wearing the emperor's robe and crown. He also holds on to a head by the hair, a severed head. There's a square hole in the ceiling, set with differently textured blocks of glass, causing the light from outside to stream in and cast strange, disorienting patterns on the walls. Glittering silver spiderwebs crisscross across the. My phone is buzzing. I wonder where that would be. Someone's probably like, Happy New Year and stuff. Because it's that time of year again, that the year is over. Did you know? Once a year, the year ends.
Funny that.
Very strange, I know. Glittering silver spiderwebs crisscross across the table, creating a beautiful meshwork. At the center of which is a hexagonal pedestal with of polished black stone with green veins. Malachite?
Oh.
I can probably recognize.
Obsidian and verdigris, which means green grease. It's French, so it just means grease green. Greek green. Presumably because the grease did a lot of stuff with, I think, copper rusts into verdigris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Copper and bronze.
Exciting metallurgy.
Oh, yeah, bronze has copper in it. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
So your ancient mystic background means that you probably know about like the ancient history of the empire, right?
Yes, I lived there.
I imagine that also Quarian would know a little bit since they were in the army, so they would probably know a little bit about the history of things. You would recognize that this is not the current emperor. This is someone else. This is of the age of the tyrannical emperor. Long ago, when the emperor was very mean and very naughty and ruled over far more, the Dragon Empire stretched from sea to sea, effectively. An icon called the Grand Master of Flowers, who basically the head of the monks of the Dragon Empire, kicked his ass and threw him out.
Okay, so this is the Tyrant Emperor, not the Wizard Emperor.
Not the current one, no. This is one that people strike from the annals of history.
Well, that was meaning the one who became the Lich King.
Oh gosh. See, I don't know everything about the history, but the fact that that's true makes me spooky.
Yeah, the Lich King used to be was one of the previous emperors, I think.
Who knows? History is weird like that, and I doubt the Lich King gives a shit anymore. There's someone else now. When you live forever, at some point you reinvent yourself, and it's like, that's not me anymore. Well, I'm just throwing puppies in holes nowadays.
I think he might still be a little bit sore about the whole deal.
It's a downgrade.
There are two ways you can be immortal. You can be cool and reinvent yourself, or you can be grumpy about something that happened years ago. I'll, you decide for yourself. As you stand around in this chamber,
Hmm.
who of you is observant? Let's take a look. Who of you would have the wherewithal to figure out something is wrong? The dwarf, almost certainly.
I know things somehow because
Dwarf,
it's wisdom.
as you're a dwarfish mason. You've worked with all kinds of stonework. This chamber has been maintained as of recently. Other than the spider webs, someone has taken effort to keep the stones clean and polished, which should not be if this has been down here since forever ago.
Yes, this doesn't make sense, and I don't think that the bandits were doing this, the cleaning.
The bandits didn't seem
Oh,
too religious, no?
could be some people lingering too much on an old emperor that just. People are dumb, just always worshipping things that are long dead.
You hear a hiss coming from behind you, and then the click of mandibles. Intruder! Intruder in my lair, once more. Not with robes, not with robes.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'll talk about intruders.
That was
This
very well spoken, but I didn't understand a thing.
I'll talk about intruders. Who's currently
So it was
in
perfect.
who's currently living in a place that doesn't belong to them?
The creature,
Well,
the creature located behind you appears to be some sort of humanoid spider figure. Their body,
there's the spider with 2 legs.
yes, pretty much, and a few extra arms. They're covered in this leathery skin, which in many places has these small spots of chitin. They're a little unnerving to look at, but the fact that it's dark down here does help. The disorienting light coming from the square up above does not. It's getting too busy here. Not only did they mention intruders, they also mentioned people in robes who had come by.
Hmm.
Yes,
Look,
we can ask about that. Who
look,
are these people?
I'm more than happy to give you some form of immunity of sorts if you're willing to, answer a few questions, and we'll leave this place or at least figure out some kind of figure things out with the actual owner of the place. Clearly, you've been at it for a while, so it has significance to you, and I don't want to have pointless fights. Just
Actually, I just found something out that I didn't even know about. Why the High Druid instead of the Elf Queen? I guess elves are elves, not really. Anyway, what were you asking, Corian? Proposing?
that instead of pointlessly fighting, we tried to set up since this place is clearly well maintained, so
Mm,
whoever this is has been living here for a while and
I do
is
not.
diligent enough that they fight to the
I
death.
do not maintain.
Oh,
No, 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 no. The one in the robes.
Well,
It's too
okay.
busy here for me. Besides, technically
that'll
speaking, maintaining a place like this wouldn't be according to the law because the old new emperor probably thinks the old emperor was a big, big bully. You know, keep the public appearances up. That being said, as a bit of an important footnote, there are a lot of people who think the terrible old emperor with his iron fist rule, were the good old times back when the law ruled the lands.
Hmm.
so these people.
There's always those
Yeah.
people. It's a common sentiment among soldiers, which is why you would know a lot about the old emperor, Quarian.
Yep. It's also why I might not have gotten along with some people.
It's hard to get along with people whose central mentality is like, ooh, I sure loved it back when blood flowed the streets. Many innocents died every day to reinforce the reign of terror. I got to kill my own mom.
Hmm. Yeah, the
Told me
old
to do the
emperor was
dishes,
a
I murdered her.
not a great person.
Ordering a soldier to do the dishes is treason.
Well,
The
like
spider,
what's
the spider seems like they're just gonna leave this place on their own accord and find some other place to hang out with the way things are going. So,
yeah, probably a good idea.
I was mostly going to ask if they wanted to at least talk a little bit about these robed characters.
Oh yeah.
A bit of information could always help, and I don't mind, using some of the reward money as a way to reward them for actually helping us instead of fighting us.
this creature does not seem to
Mm.
understand the value of money, though.
I can give you very good food and a nice place to nest. You may not understand money, but everybody knows food.
Let's see.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services,
God dang it.
like food.
Well, the Elf Queen or Prince of Shadows would have helped you talk with Sisatra. Sisatra. Ugh. But unfortunately, they really do not seem to have any particular interest in the concept of cash. However, I will let you roll to see if you can just kind of butter them up. Some of that charisma.
Uh,
Squeeze that grape.
Hmm.
So that's where your good rolls went.
yeah, fighting is not my forte.
All right, cool. Cool. I need to go to a later section because I need to pull up some fairly specific information. What am I looking for? A few people came in here. Some of them had green cloth badges with a fortified tower emblem. Those were like their guardsmen that came with them sometimes. The first few times. After a while, they just came on their own. The individuals. Is this on here? Spiritual advice. No. The people that came here seemed to worship the statue and the figure behind it. They, in particular, seemed to relish the fact that their family, in the days of yore, in the age of founding, fought at the Blessed Emperor's side to overthrow the Wizard King. And they wish to return to that era by bringing back an emperor who respects their name and nature. To foresee this, apparently they had with them a man who called himself the Prophet of Ages. He came to be from the Red Waters and has spent the last 20 years in a hermit, meditating in the ruins of the Golden Citadel. He functions as their spiritual advisor. He says the gods have given him a gift for discerning the rise and fall of ages. He keeps claiming that the end of this age is coming, followed by the glorious renewal of the Dragon Empire. He travels with a mute acolyte of sorts, a serene, ethereal, beautiful young man that he calls Iosif. He also, the rest that Cicera has been able to figure out is that something about the hidden emperor or something. So the cult of the terrible emperor talks about the hidden emperor who is like the guy that's going to become an iconic. He's going to replace the emperor, kick him out of his seat and take it. The current emperor, that is.
Oh, that's definitely information I need to note down to report to the guard, because in that case, this is more than just one little arena, especially since it's a pretty big city. So, better be on the lookout for any kind of civil unrest
That's all she
from
knows,
these
though.
people.
They didn't talk too much outside of like what they found significant and all the rituals they talked about.
Well, I'm sure I got like a piece of jerky or something to hand as a little bonus. I don't know. I don't know what spiders eat.
Well, judging by some of the sacks you found, people, so put your arm on the table and cut it off.
Well,
Animals.
yeah. Then again, I was gonna say it's useful, but then again, it's my swinging arm's pretty much already broken at this point.
Well, Sisithra is gone. It's unlikely you'll find too many clues in this place, as it's not someone like the place of residence of whoever's causing all this hubbub. But you have cleared out the dungeon at this point.
That's a
It's payday time.
Wonderful.
I'm for the
Let's
reward.
get paid and then go and sleep in an actual nice bed for a night, and maybe come back to see a show in like a month when they've actually finished clearing it all out and getting new hires.
Yes, you did mention free tickets for the opening.
Yes, you were invited to the opening.
Oh yeah, I made a slight error about calculating the loot division earlier. Both of you get an extra 37 gold from the earlier fight.
So how many was it in total? I didn't note it.
Oh, it was 69 plus 37. So 106 total from all the loot that we had gathered.
Beautiful.
Is it up to 135 gold?
29, 99.
Gosh,
So much money.
delightful. Wait a minute. Golfam has 40 hit points, and Quarian only has 39. Oh,
I am a dwarf.
And I don't get hit.
I think it's the con score that does it, though. All right, well, it's time to leave this dank and dusty place, unless you want to breathe in more of the stagnant air. Better wait until they air it out a little first.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just like it's just like a magic trick. You don't want to know what happens behind the scenes. It just ruins the magic.
Yeah,
Heading
well,
outside.
we could strip the gold out of this statue if we really wanted to.
I feel like that's one of the things they'll easily notice as a stealing from the owner.
If they want the statue back at all.
I would love the heretical statue, thank you.
Yeah, we'd be doing them a service by destroying this outdated statue.
Well, they could always smelt it down later and make some bars and stuff out of it. Maybe some jewelry.
Hmm.
You can ask her when we're getting paid.
What are you going to do with the huge, massive golden statue?
How are you going to explain all the gold scrapings in your bag?
Hmm.
Why, Halo always had a gold-plated bag, of course.
I have
Yeah.
an idea. We stick it on our shields.
Yeah, always carrying a huge golden sword on me.
I guess you mustn't have noticed earlier. How rude. You leave the
Okay.
dungeon behind and head upstairs,
Yeah.
back into the sun, back into fresh air. Activity all around as craftsmen are carving blocks, fixing stone, and hammering wooden boards together to fabricate this ruin into a beautiful new arena. So someone can loudly declare, "Welcome to the arena!"
It's freaking fat.
As you arrive surface side, you are directed to where Orna Throng has set up her little temporary office out of the sun. As you approach, however, it's kind of like this is like where the hallways are, like the where supports of the upper structure are. So they've just built up some walls and into sort of a makeshift shed using the pillars as supports. 4 mercenaries of some sorts are standing in front of the door leading into this ramshackle place. They politely inform you that Orna is currently in an important meeting and that they can have a seat wherever they please until this is done.
Okay.
Well,
This shouldn't be long.
it shouldn't be too long, but we can stay in the city until it's ready.
I mean, you're just asked to sit over like in the corner. It will take a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
If nothing else, it's a good time to unwind and maybe actually take off my armor for a minute.
You sit around for a moment, letting this happen. Then, after a moment, out of the door steps an interesting looking fellow. Let me bring it back to the worn so we have a bit more of it. Out steps a figure in fine, full armor. He grumbles as he as he slaps his helm back on. Let's take a look-see. When the throng is right behind him. She's arguing that what she has done has yielded results. He looks over at you, this tall, armored fellow, and asks, "Are these the adventures you hired?" She nods, of course. "We will discuss this at length." Oh, excuse me. "We will discuss this later, at length." He snarls and swishes his cloak, and beckons the 4 men to come with him. Orna invites you inside of her office.
I don't know what that was about.
Well, hey, you're alive. I assume that your job has been a rousing success.
Yeah, well, that's definitely been worse jobs than clearing out some heretics and monsters from a basement.
She slaps 3 small bags onto the table. 100 each. Count them if you must.
I'll just trust her on that and take the bag.
Mhm.
Oh, and of course, she slides a sheet of paper forward. An invitation for 3 for the upcoming arena duel. It's the grand opening day.
Well, I'll make sure to be there, maybe even a little early. Who knows? Make
She,
sure I don't miss a single moment.
she takes a napkin and wipes her brow. I think it's best if you enjoy yourselves with your fresh payday and lavish a little in the reward of your hard labor. We're all hard at work here after all.
Indeed.
Indeed, and thank you for honestly, like this was being overpaying a bit, but hey, I'm not going to say no to more money.
Ah,
Excellent. Well, unless you have anything else you wish to ask or relay, it's just waiting time.
Waiting
mm,
time, and make sure I don't gamble my money away.
Don't we
well,
mention the cultists? Not cultists, but worshippers.
yeah, there could still be some uh, cultists hiding, sneaking around the place.
That
We didn't see any, but we heard they might be there. Also, there's a like a shrine to one of the old emperors, the not good one.
oh well, that should not. I'll relay it to my employers. It really shouldn't be a problem. We can get it
Yeah,
all cleared up. We just gotta talk to the right people and get everything sorted. After all, now that all the troublemakers down there are gone, it should be easy enough to move whatever we need down there to take care of whatever is left to be done.
yep. Uh,
Well, just be careful in case it turns out more things. In case there might be extra complications later on. Who knows?
hmm. Also, would you know anyone else who might have a need for adventurers,
Mm,
trouble solvers?
I recommend that you stick around for the grand opening in that case. It usually attracts all kinds of people of strata of society. Considering what you've done, maybe you can mingle yourself with some of the houses of the cities. They're always looking for
Hmm.
new sword arms to take care of business. But
Right?
enjoy yourselves for now. You shouldn't have to jump from job to job. Why make money if you're not going to enjoy it?
Words to
Yeah.
live by.
Because it's money, and we need more of it.
Because it's all about the money, me, or dwarf, that would make sense.
For future.
And so,
All right.
unless you have anything else,
I don't think I have anything else
Mm,
for the moment. No.
No, not really.
in that case,
I
Orna
think
thanks you
so.
for a job well done, and she'll keep you in mind if she happens to stumble across a job she needs someone for.
Yeah. Good.
Wonderful.
Mm.
And so, you enjoy the streets of Axis, which is to say, you're just having a lovely time, lounging about. I need to pull up a map, so give me a quick few minutes. Because you enjoy yourselves, you lavish and soak upon the riches. We'll say that you can spend whatever amount of money you want, really. Acquiring a healing potion or two, sitting down in a luxurious spa and soaking up. You've got the
I'm
money.
going on a pub crawl.
A what?
Going on a pub crawl.
Oh, a nice old bar crawl always goes down nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Don't it? Okay, I think I found a cool map that we can use for this. It's about a day before the grand event. When you decide to meet up in an alleyway, get everything squared out before you actually head on over and take care of business. 36 by, okay, I need to make sure this map is properly aligned and everything. If you've seen, this is not properly aligned, is it? That's 50. That's pretty good. Give me a hot second. Configure, thank you. I want the grid to be 50. And now the grid should align, there we go. Excellent. Go for him. Iambic. Whoops, you're still vulnerable. And the lighting isn't set properly. There we go. And we're set. You're hanging out in a nice quiet alleyway, away from the busy, overloaded streets. It's still like people back here, but you can actually hear each other instead of constantly hearing people haggle. 5 silver, 7 and an apple. And the like.
That's an expensive apple.
Definitely. Definitely. As you stand out in the streets. Let's see, how does this play out again? There we go. Someone walks up to you. He raises his voice. It's a dwarf. He points his finger straight at Gotham.
Sure.
Oh, can't believe me 2 eyes. I see a dwarf who's cheated. Gotham, the man, steps up to you and pokes his finger right in your chest as he raises his voice to call attention from those around him.
I don't quite understand what he yelled.
He accuses you of, what was it again, betraying the dwarves or something? Point is, he's making a big scene about it. He's accusing you of all kinds of things. How you wrecked a man's marriage. How you forsook your line of duty. How you betrayed dwarven kind by smelling trees.
I push him back violently, telling him to stop saying nonsense.
How do the other 2 party members respond?
Just going to quietly unsheath my mace and just,
Just
stand beside him, look imposing, make sure he knows that if he's messing with Golfam, he's messing with me.
just listening, interested to what kinds of stuff dwarves find like
Infectious.
unacceptable, like smelling
Golfam,
flowers.
Gotham is accused of smelling flowers, of renegotiating deals, specifically the interest rates on low interest rate loans and stuff. The accusations are getting very extravagant over time. Corian, can you roll me wisdom? Add your strategies, please.
Fascinating.
Highest wisdom.
Let's see. Okay, and 5 troops. You notice that as the people start to pick sides, like some of the bystanders, like, yeah, the dwarf's got it. They're like, nah, this dwarf's got it. There are 2 people in the crowd who seem like poker faced, and they shuffle close as they can to you.
Yeah, as soon as they get in range, I'm just going to give a backhanded slap to one of them.
As you do, the second you unleash a violent retort, suddenly someone in the crowds, almost as if they were expecting you to do this, they do it way before your hand actually lands, goes, "A fight's breaking out! A fight's breaking out!" Run! And everyone immediately disperses, except for the fine fellow called Drogov, who has been arguing with Golfem up until this point. Two individuals of fine resport, and 5 fellas who peel themselves off the wall like wallpaper and decide to make their move.
Right.
It's always the same.
One of them takes out a switchblade. The dwarf suddenly produces a hammer and shield. This is the middle. Which is the middle guy? That's the middle guy, because everyone else goes out of the initiative. And almost immediately, as the slap happens, Golfem is unaware of the fact that suddenly, whoosh, the hammer swings towards him. He hears from behind himself, "You shouldn't have stuck your nose places you shouldn't belong, boy." Swoosh. Luckily, Golfem is a capable combatant, and he's so hyped up from the conversation that he's able to keep his guard up. Wah!
The last one was hidden.
I knew I didn't do anything
Oh,
wrong.
excuse me for that. It's a 13, doesn't hit. Acid. Ah! A rat-like lady pops up from the crowd as they begins to disperse, holds out a strangling cord, and tries to grab Iambic.
Oh.
Utterly botches it. I guess Iambic is so used to bar brawls breaking out after he's had his fun time with the Fae that he just kind of knows that this is the time to duck and weave.
Yep.
This fellow.
Good old Ellie Brawl.
Let's see.
If you're going to try to assassinate somebody, at least do it right.
A poison dripping blade is going to prove you wrong. How about you shush? Ah! Their opening salvo is an utter disaster. Iambic. None of them hit. What a mess.
Yep. Well, Red Lady is gonna get... wait. One moment. Change that. Gonna slap.
Oh no. Jenna the Strangler is hit with a lightning blast. You scoot closer to Quarian, out of reach.
That was a quick action. Then I'm gonna... yeah, just gonna use my cola spray immediately to blast these fellows approaching us behind the red person.
Begone, mooks.
Ugh, well.
God, I typoed it. Their MD is 12, not 2.
Well, 12 is enough. Rolled a 9.
Yup. Golfin. The dwarf has gone from simply accusing you of things to have drawn his weapons, and has now begun to unleash swings of his hammer.
Yes, I'm particularly angered that he accused me of being a traitor to the dwarves.
And your mother was an elderberry.
Oh! So I'm going to hit him in the face. Preferably. But I guess not.
Catches it with his shield. King.
And a little bonus.
The troop members pop.
Damage.
They're not engaged with you. Iambic, they're all like jumping on top of the rowdy dwarf. Dealing a whopping 5 damage. Incredible damage. The other two jump onto Quarian, whose guard is low enough that they can make quick work of him. They look like normal civilians, like they don't belong to any particular... They're not armored or anything. They just step up to you and just start swinging at you. Quarian. It seems that almost everyone in the street that hasn't left at this point is out to kill you.
First, I'm going to be especially helpful and Golfin, one of them has an open left flank.
Oh,
Ill.
oh, it's a fraction. It's me. Okay. So I'm going to target a mook.
+4 damage makes for a total of 13. One of the mooks stumbles back and lands unconscious on a fence. The other takes 4 damage.
And now, because that was a quick action, I'm going to go and slap my own enemies. This is why I let other people do fighting.
Yeah, feel free to spend those plot points you get at the start of every session if you got less.
Sure, I'll just use one. We're saving them up too much.
Jesus Christ, what's going on with your rolls, man? Should have been a buff wizard. I don't think that's a thing in this system, though, so whoops. I mean, I guess clerics kinda.
This is why I play healers and not fighters.
Drugov tries to go for a double swing. He wants to both hit you with his hammer and shield if he can get the strike set up. Ah! A natural uneven hit. He does not get the opportunity to also strike with his shield. But he lays on the pressure.
Oh,
Say what you got. Don't even fight like a man!
oh, he fights like a dwarf.
She's not staggered. She regains 5 hit points. The wounds upon her close slowly. I just want to point out, I love the fact that they are described as being capable of small-scale destruction. Such a good description of anything. Janna holds up her amulet and conjures forth a swarm of rats. Their intention is to briefly distract Iambic before she gives him a shank with her sword. That would
Good
render
thing she fights like a coward.
it renders him vulnerable. Double damage as a critical hit lands.
God.
Cordith is kind of evaluating the situation. Things are going fine, right? They're going. He takes out a potion, and suddenly spits out an immense cloud of smoke. Hit or miss. The area directly around him is now covered in vapors, inflicting a -2 as long as you're engaged with him. That was a quick action. After which he unleashes a quick flurry slash. Iambic Pentacular.
Okay, shouldn't Jenna be again engaged with me because the whole short sword attack?
Hello.
So, that's a slapping. Ooh, or not.
Brrr, your hand tingles all over.
Ow.
Her level is 1.
Oh.
It's a very baby tingle.
Ow. Take 1 damage. Gah. Well. Point blank.
You unapologetically blast her face full of cold. She tries to retaliate by striking at your exposed arm. But in the process taking an incredible amount of ouch in the process. Half of her hit points, more than that, gone in a single stroke of ice. You can see her teeth clatter. Golfham.
I'm still trying to attack the dwarf.
Delightful.
He insulted your honor, so now you're going to murder him.
But on the 2, I
Actually,
can.
I'll give you one back.
Oh.
I like how Golfin. That was for Quarian, but I liked how Golfin handled this engagement. So I'm gonna give you the point back right away. Well, Golfin, what an unfortunate miss. Oh, he still takes 2 damage because That's how that works.
And I recover 3 hit points. Yeah.
5 damage on a miss is not nothing. Oh, you heal hit points. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, but on the last turn, he would have taken 5 damage.
The troop. They actually hit because when the troop members are in superior numbers, they gain a +1 to attack. Golfin finds himself surrounded on all sides. Quarian must also contend with a barrage of sticks, easily hidden weapons swinging at him from all sides. Quarian, you hold your ground steady. So far, so good, but you're going to have to clean up at some point.
Honestly, who taught you how to fight? Like, just tell me who they are so I can personally show them
You.
how poor of a job you've done.
It was you.
It probably was, to be honest. I injured my swinging arm. I just don't want to talk about it.
Ooh, who are you going for? A troop member or a big boy?
Troop member.
A troop member bites the dust as you strike them with okay, yeah, that guy. Okay, so I can remove this token. You strike with incredible force, gain a command point, setting yourself up for the advantage, and cleaning house a little bit. Jerk off the hammer, kind of circles around. He tries to manipulate the situation, hopefully getting a slightly better chance at hitting you. Natural even hit, and a fantastic blow. He tries to throw a shield forward, but gets a little too greedy, overextending himself, while he does get that firm blow on good old dwarf.
I'm still riled up about him, so I'm going to taunt him again. I think he should have never called my mother an elderberry.
The dwarves are having an ecstatic exchange of swears, the kind that you don't fully understand.
I just gonna ask you know what that means.
You're not sure what a purse burglar is, but it sounds nasty. Oh, excuse me, we're missing the rat's turn. The rat feels injured. She stumbles on her back foot. She pops herself free and leans up against the wall, letting her natural regeneration... No, she can't use that right now. Trying to catch her breath, recover. Quordith is not nearly as merciful. Misses. The shadows do not help his approach. Iambic.
Okay. Should I continue blasting that one, or help my friends here?
It's up to you.
So far, we're doing all right. Just
have fun.
Follow your heart.
Follow your soul.
I think I'll blast one of the troop members bothering.
Fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate you fight like a cow.
Bothering Golfin.
Let's make this a fair fight. Pew! Pow! The blast of cold strikes him with such intense radiance that the mook behind him stumbles backwards. 6 damage overflows to this guy. I don't even know how that happens. I guess he gets hit so hard that his club flies through the air and smacks his friend on the head. It is an incredible spectacle of chaos in the middle of this harsh fight. Golfin, it is time to reclaim your honor. An opportunity for combat awaits.
Yes, this time I'm going to hit him. No matter the cost.
Oh, that's such a strong blow. Drogoff lets out an... Oh, wait, no.
15 damage?
Yeah, I think you rolled max on your dice there.
This is perfect.
He, however, also... That's all you got?
No.
You swing with less zeal than a cheesemaker. And he picks himself back up.
Now you know how it feels.
If you crit on that, by the way, you would have brought him from full to 0. Jesus, what a swing. The remaining troop member has lost his numerical advantage, but Quarian may still yet die. Nope. Your armor class increase from your level up protects you from this fierce blow. You've learned some things down there, and applying it allows you to defend yourself effectively. Quarian, go.
I really want to just glare at him. Just a big taunt to just inspire fear in his heart. Don't think he's hit me a single time, so. But probably
Let
just
him-
hit.
Let him have it. Just unload into this man.
Hmm.
The troop member does not take any damage from that. Well, actually, he takes 2 because misses and everything. I think I forgot one, so we'll go with. We'll just throw him out. He's done. He's out of here. He's like, you know what? Maybe I do have a lot to learn.
Just go back to your family.
You give him that cold-eyed glare. You tell him to back off. He knows that he ain't gonna survive another blow from you. Drogoth the hammer.
Offended, man.
He wants to land that shield blow. Once more, he dances around you, jumping off the stones, hoping to find strength in the worked rock. That is not even, so he does not get a chance to use a shield, but he does land a blow. He spits at the floor and says that that's a better soap for your honor than anything else. The lady on the walls sees an opportunity. Ayamic is distracted. She sneaks up when he looks away to hear those insults.
Hmm.
And lands a blow.
Ah, okay. Stupid rat.
Cordith slinks around. Since you've been sneaking around so much. Chink. Hey! Fine. I am 2 people
Nice
instead
try,
of
buddy.
Okay. Things are starting to look bad.
Well, for you specifically.
2 people aiming for me. Okay, I'm gonna try and whack the rat person.
Be gone, evil ratto.
This is
One more blow like that will put her down, but she's at 4. She grits her
Okay.
teeth, she snarls.
She's quite resilient.
24 hit points in total.
okay. So
That's
I'm
some regeneration.
free from them, but I still have other guy. Yeah, I'll just try and freeze out the rat person.
I mean, you hit him. He has a PD of 11 for some reason. But you do also get 2 people swinging it.
Well, I was technically popped free from the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, then she doesn't get her blow, but he does.
Yeah.
And he misses like a freaking clown.
Ha.
I guess their whole spiel is a performance troop, so fair enough. Go with him. He tries to maintain appearances, but you can tell that he can feel his courage sink into his shoes, the slight furrow of his brow, the quiver of his lip,
Yeah, our
Right.
battle is not over.
the smell of fear. Your hammer smacks into a shield. The ringing resonation wears out a shield arm.
Oh, maybe I'm going to use a plot point for this.
I think you applied that -8 damage to me there,
Whoops!
with the Ray of Frost.
No, I think I did it to him, but I'll just do it anyway. Here you go.
And I was Ray of Frosting the rat person anyway.
Oh, excuse me. The rat person is completely gone in that case.
Yeah, I wanted to
Goodbye, rat lady.
get rid of one target.
All right. Go from you were pretending a plot point, was it?
Ah, yes.
Roll again. If it's below 10, we add 10. So that's 17. That goes to the 25. Oof. Oof. He does not get an... Oh, harsh, harsh. He has 4 hit points left. He's standing on his
And-
last foot as the ringing just... his arm hurts. He's forced to drop his shield. He scowls. He tries to yell an expletive, but all that comes out is just angered yelling, frustrated, like I can't think straight, but I want to say something to annoy you. Go home and be family man. Hemorrhoids flaring up again. Oh.
Uh,
Letting you keep that plot point. These are fucking killing me. All right, I think Quarian's turns up.
good old Monkey Island.
Oh, since Kurodov is clearly not even the slightest threat at this point, it's time to get another person in for questioning. Which knee should I go for first?
You know what they say, if you hit both, you always hit.
I tried. It's never really worked for me.
Don't forget that the system follows 5e rules. The last blow determines if he goes down or not, so.
Still.
Like if he dies or, you know. Anyway, go for it. Have some fun. Fun fact,
Just
there's a
gonna
whole...
try to knock him down first.
Yeah. Fun fact, there's a whole enemy type you never encounter in this particular encounter if, you know, certain circumstances are met. Holy crap.
Whammo.
Yep.
Just swipe at his knees, knock him over, and
You're...
just hilt to the head to knock him out.
That was what I was gonna say. Like you hit him in the knee with the head, and then you take the momentum into the hilt and just crack him on the head. Bam! Korodeth is unconscious on the ground and incapable of giving you any reasonable answer, because it's gonna take a minute for that to settle in. I
Yeah,
don't.
we got time.
I just want to know, like, I'm just gonna have him go for a swing, and then you overpower him.
Okay.
You've
And
successfully dismantled what appears to be an assassination attempt for your life.
that level was a glow up and a half for me.
You took a man in for questioning. All you needed was the law on your side. Delicious.
Fim, why was this dwarf so angry at you?
They're dwarves, they're always angry.
He was lying, a liar.
Well, that's good.
He's just jealous of my myself.
Well, I've got some good news for you. A lot of the cool stuff these guys had, you can pick up.
Ooh.
I'll put them in the chat. Tell me who gets what, and I'll write them out on your sheets for you. The items you find are the Scale Blade, the Necklace of the Rat King, and the Shield of the Wolf. To the winner goes the spoils, after all. And given that this was some sort of organized ambush, it's likely the guard won't show up for a while, so you have your time to do what you want.
Well, I think I would get the most use out of the necklace.
I'm liking the shield, but Quarion is using the shield also, I think.
I think you're the only guy with a shield too, so. Okay, let me add your items to your inventories. Necklace of the Rat King. It's a great name for an item, I'll give him that much. Let's see, a number of times per day equal to your thingamaboober.
How many actual rats were used in making it?
I don't know.
Because Necklace of the Rat King.
Ooh! I can use this fun thing. Attribute and inline rolls for this. Because this thing actually has one, and again, holy crap, am I just like, I can't believe that this is just the thing you can do. Can I just, okay, so if I do @ringmod, int mod, does that work? Or do I have to put it in like brackets? I have to put in brackets, like square brackets. Does this work? Or is this like not for that? Oh, that's awesome! Look at that! Daily. Yeah, daily charges. Charges uses remaining. We'll do 4. No, not recharge 4. Max uses is 4. There you go. And it
Yeah,
goes in your.
nice.
Where's the necklace slot? Necklace and pendants.
Hmm.
These don't seem to have any other functions, even though they might. All right, the shield of the wolf for our dear dwarf.
Because I was going to say the scale blade at least works for me even if I don't properly hit something, since it's only damage and not a hit.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna give you an item, I should also add a cute little icon.
The necklace doesn't come with a quirk.
Weird.
Hmm.
It'll probably be something like you like chewing at things, you know, like a little, like people chew at their hoodie strings and stuff.
Hmm.
Seems like an appropriate accoutrement. Here you go. Now your necklace has a cute icon. You can take a quick rest and patch yourself up real fast. Okay, inventory. No, I want to go here, and I'm going to go to icons, and I want to go to shields under weapons or equipment. Any cool shield here that screams wolf? There's an elk, a sword. Ah, here we go. That's a wolf. That's a woofer.
That's Bork number.
Give me the Borks.
Nice.
Basically, it increases your opportunity tax, which is cute. Quick to hold a judge, a grudge.
Mm.
I mean, that's very fitting with what just happened, though, isn't it?
That's going in the grudge book.
Recharge 16. Excellent. And finally, there is the sword. The scale blade. When damage from this weapon leaves an enemy with 20 hit points or fewer, you do 5 ongoing poison damage. Oh, that's pretty cute. Speaks in a menacing hiss. Ah, that's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Too bad it doesn't write that on the character sheet, or I would have remembered to do that for.
Do all the grudges, all the quirks happen at once when you exceed the limit?
I think the idea is you can just kind of choose what you want to roll with. Like, there's no hard and fast rules. So you can either pick one and stick with it, or you can shuffle it around a little bit. Like, this magic item wants some attention. And a recharge of 11. There you go. Your weapon should now work. You now have a skill blade. A nice little finisher tool.
Shame about not using a mace anymore, but hey.
I think an important thing to notice about the scale blade is that because you deal damage on a miss, you can just poke someone with it that ain't going down easy.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. It's really good for me since I always do the damage on miss,
Also,
but
ongoing damage stacks, so if you keep missing, you just keep doing more. You basically do 7 damage on hit, on a miss. I might not hit you once, but you got 3 turns left to live, bucko. All right, well, that's the loot taken care of. Time for the investigation phase. You prop these bad boys up against the wall after tying them up. You're adventurers, you have a rope.
Yeah.
always have rope.
Listen, I know you're having a day off, but like if you don't have rope when you're out and about, you never know. You could help a man and make a friend. Help him fix his cart. Don't always think about like what I need. Think about what other people might need. Such as these people. They need to be tied up.
Always carry tools on you.
All right.
Never know you might need to.
What questions are you slamming them with?
Hmm.
Look at that. A recovery of 21. That's what you get with a D10.
We can always start with the most basic questions of who sent you here, why are you after us, and
What
Who
do
are
you know
you?
about my mother?
Okay.
okay, just it's dwarf things.
The who and why. And what was the third one?
What do they know about Gotham's mother? But
No, it was a joke.
it would be very in character.
All he knows is that a guy who wore a silver badge with a tattered banner emblem hired him. Claimed to work for some big shot family. Paid him in good money. He had these 4 mooks with him, too.
You can here's gonna give you options. I'm a nice person. Either you cooperate the whole time and you help us, you know, go after the people that hired you, or well, since you seem to be more of a circus troupe, physical injuries could have some fairly big problems relating to your work.
I was gonna ask Golfin what was going on, but my brain was like Pufflim because it makes your real name. What was that, Golfin?
What? You didn't say
I thought you were asking
anything?
something.
No, no, no,
Oh,
not
excuse me,
especially.
getting mixed up here. All right, Corian, I'm gonna need a charisma roll because you're asking the kind of questions that assassins know you don't answer if you want to live. Of course, don't forget that you do have the Orc Lord on you as an icon relationship. I'm certain that would help you a lot in trying to squeeze information out of someone.
I mean, it is hatred, but yeah,
It is a hatred, but that means you know how to squeeze.
I don't need it.
Ooh, you squeeze it out of him. Okay, okay, okay. I think he worked for House Emberhill. He was talking real big shot about how you had probably found something or something, I don't know.
Alright. House Emberhill. Oh, is there that? The only thing we found, I guess, that links them to that cult. So we now have a lead on who was behind all that stuff.
Hmm.
Well, I could just take you to the guard, but considering the guards seem already paid off by the fact that we're not currently in shackles, that would probably just be sending you to your death. So, you know what? For cooperating, I'd recommend you skip town a little bit, or at least lay low. Find a new place to work.
If anyone should be
Hopefully,
laying,
yeah.
Hmm.
if anyone should be laying low, it should be you.
Well, clearly we can handle ourselves. Same can't be said for you.
No, you don't get it. Good. You know who's gonna be at that grand opening?
If they want to show up at the grand opening,
Duchess Elmira, matriarch of House Emberhill.
uh, and let me guess, they've got a trap planned.
If they see you
to-
alive, they'll probably hire someone better than us.
Hmm.
Yes, but if we just disappear without any confirmation from you, then she'll also assume we're alive, but also that we're onto her. Gotta play this tactically.
Whatever. You do your thing. Like I give a care.
Ah, look, buddy, you just. I'll just. There's some sewers right here. They probably lead right out of town. You can stay here, wait for the guards to find you, enjoy life sentence, or you can. I'll cut your ties. Look back, and if you're not here, well, more under the bridge.
Golly. Oh, by the way, there's a picture of what that skull guy looks like. There's not a lot of art in here, but it's all cute.
Yeah. Ah.
Looter spotted.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
That's my stuff.
You've gained your information. The assassins squirrel away. Tomorrow is the grand opening. Do you still intend to attend?
Hmm.
Definitely, but I'm going to invest a bit of that gold into seeing if I can get some form of potion for a boost, or at least something to make sure we don't.
Why is this person going after us?
Well, we found out about the cult
Ah.
worshipping the ancient king, which
Right.
obviously had to be some kind of higher up person, considering how ornate it was. And
Hmm.
It's either that or they are very angry that we damaged the automatons.
Well,
We didn't.
if anyone might know, it might be Orna. She seems to have connections of some description. As for potions, if you're worried about energy resistance, that's a thing. You can buy healing potions. Otherwise, oils and runes, baby.
Yeah.
They basically
Probably
keep.
should just go ask for contacts, though.
Okay, so want to go? What's the next step, Buckos? Or are we just gonna fast forward to tomorrow to the grand opening?
Well, obviously, we
Hmm.
can't report this to the guard. She's too influential, and we're not.
There's no telling how long you have until they sick the guard on you directly too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
definitely want to go to that grand opening, but we should have a backup plan at least. See if there are a few. We should check if there's a few places that they're renovating that still have holes. If we can go to the basement, we can kind of evade since we already know the layout.
Wait, what?
I don't know. If there's like a hole or a weak spot in the amphitheater, we can kind of just
Hideout.
hide out there. But that only makes it more suspicious. Really no good play here.
Anyone else got any ideas or plans? I mean, for now, the assassin's not reporting back. Will probably take a bit before it sets off alarm bells. So
I could use my relationship points with Dwarf King to try to know who this dwarf was. Something like that. No.
could be done. Yes, could spend a little
Oh.
time letting those connections do their work. Well, you don't have to re-roll it. That's
Oh,
how that works. It's
that's
gone.
fortunate.
So what kind of was it? Was it a 5 or a 6?
It was a 6.
Excellent. Then I'll give you some information. Well, you learn about what you'd expect. The crew is called the Theater because their approach is staging killings. They leave behind fake witnesses they can use to sort of frame it all as like, oh, it's about this or that. It was an incidental killing, nothing political about it. The three heads, of course, include Drugov the Hammer. Usually, he and his buddies are hired when they want to take care of someone in a manner that doesn't direct too much attention. From this, you learn that good old Drugov has families within House Emberhill, specifically within the Jade Fortress Mercenary Company. Which might also put him in contact with individuals within that house who want to take care of you. House Emberhill, by the way, runs the Jade Fortress, so that connection is very strong. You can learn something about the connections. A guy named Sitter called the King of Murder, but nothing too exciting. Except Garn Thrikaskis, the guy you saw at Orna, is apparently their fixer. The guy that does all the dirty business and work for them.
Oh, really? He's a big guy. Huh?
Yeah, he's the fixer. When they need to get their hands dirty, he's the one who puts on the gloves.
Hmm.
That's good to know.
Well, here's what I say. Once you're all ready to head to the grand opening, or not, or just kind of see where this goes, that's where we'll
Well,
call it for today.
how useful will my high druid relationship be here?
A high druid could almost certainly get you a good hiding spot inside of a park or something.
Hmm.
Like a decent
Hiding.
hideout for a while.
Yeah. Hiding out. I don't know if that's what we want to do, though.
Actually, if you spend it, I will tell you that something mixed. The High Druid has never really liked the Emperor too much, and there have been rumors that they have also been planning some sort of move. They might be operating through House Emberhill, who has lost prestige over the years.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. I'll spend my.
Though that doesn't quite add up because House Emberhill seems to be more interested in bringing back an ancient icon. So,
Hmm.
pieces aren't in place yet.
Okay. Well, we might have some allies in the city.
I mean, by this point, some people have probably heard about you. So
So we could go for the what was the house?
House Emberhill.
Yeah. We'll try contacting them.
Goodness me. You could. They would almost certainly set you up with a trap if they want you dead, but hey. That at least gets you to interrogate someone from their house directly. Because they probably can't get assassins organized in that sort of a time.
Great.
Yes, it's probable that if we go to the arena, we'll have to fight something. Something big. So maybe we can take them by surprise by asking them why they want to kill us.
Hey, the story goes as the story goes. It's up to you to decide how that works out.
Okay, so
I don't really have any other things to plan out, really. We'll have to see how this goes.
yeah. But do we go directly to the house or do we go to the arena to see what kind of trap they have for us?
Well, the opening day is tomorrow, so.
I'm not sure going to their house right now would be a good idea. The longer it takes for them to realize that we're not dead, the better.
Well, if you can't decide, you can always flip one of those shiny new coins you've got.
Well, guess we are attending the arena event.
Nice.
See what will come of that.
Fine. Then tomorrow, or, well, next week for us. But tomorrow for your characters. We will engage with the arena. Will our heroes find themselves in a tricky trap? Can they escape? Can they stop whatever plots and schemes are on the horizon? Can they stop the return of the forgotten Emperor? Can they cease House Emberhill's machinations? Will they find themselves on the run from the Empire forever? Or can they clear their names, should it come to it? Find out next week. In another year. You'll have to wait a whole year. Oh, great joke. That was great. You guys were great. You're leveled up. Hope you're glad. Hope you like your new shoes.
Well, they've been working really well, so.
Despite the fact that I like this game a lot, I will say the jump from first to second level because of the linear damage increase on dice on weapon attacks is a little funky. They still didn't quite fix the first level problem. Better than others, though. Especially with how recoveries work out. Like, damn, what a jump. Damn. Also, 2 dice feels better because it averages out more. Anyway, next time. Gonna be exciting. Whoa, story's gonna wrap up soon.
Next time!
Actually, it's gonna wrap up next time, no matter what. Unless you guys take forever. You're gonna figure out everything. Everything will make sense by this time next week. Probably. Maybe.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, we'll see.
Leave it to a wizard to take more time than is necessary.
Well, I did take a few 100-year long nap, so you know what is time.
What is time, really? Does it even matter?